Hello, and welcome to the next, perhaps last, installment of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Last time on Hoard of the Dragon Queen, the party attempted, with varying degrees of success, to escape from the Dragon Hatchery.
We did bad.
They had just killed a ton of cultists, including the high-ranking leader of the cultists here, Frula Mondath. But their other commander here, Langdadrosa Cyanrath, the half-dragon, was actively patrolling the cave and sending out scouts to find the intruders he believed to still be inside. They had set up a massive blockade at the front of the cave to stop anyone from escaping, but not a massive enough blockade, because the party enlarged stamp and barreled right the fuck through, killing most of them. Unfortunately, they were not able to escape the pursuit of Langdadrosa and his three most capable fighters, who pursued them out of the cave and ran them down. Initially with only mixed success. It looked like the party was going to get away, but Langdadrosa's lightning breath tagged them from range and downed half the party. They were taken back. Tamias and Gilligan had to surrender with their three other companions already unconscious. And an unknown amount of time has passed. Tamias and Gilligan were not further harmed, but they were knocked out and taken back inside to an unknown fate. And now we will begin this session.
Woo! So nervous.
Going to ping you. You will not be able to see anything yet. Just let the map take you wherever it will. And now I will reveal. Take just a second, because this map still sucks for revealing.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, good enough.
Oh shit, baby.
No!
He is dying!
He is dying! Goldilocks, sometime later, you begin to come to. And the first thing you feel is, you feel the humidity of this silent chamber. Your blacked out vision begins to creep back into focus, and you can begin to see some faint candlelight illuminating this area. You did not see this place before, but Gilligan did briefly. This is the shrine at the heart of the Dragon Hatchery, where stalactites and stalagmites have been fashioned into ornate columns, and carvings line many of the walls. And you find yourself, as you stir, tied to this pillar here, but still alive. In fact, your wounds seem to have been tended to somewhat. You are not in good condition, but you're actually better than you were right after you got electrocuted. You don't seem to have been treated too unkindly. It doesn't look like you were kicked and beaten while you were unconscious. And you come to, and you can see. Well, go ahead and make me a perception check.
I'm really good at these, especially with head trauma.
All right. You can't make out anything other than the obvious details of this room right now. Your head is still swimming, but as your vision comes into focus, you can see Langdadrosa sat in the middle of the room across from you, waiting and watching.
Hi, baby.
Finally awake, then.
I'm honestly a little surprised. Kind of figured your lightning bolt would have, ended all that.
It very well could have. You should consider yourself fortunate.
Looks down. Yeah.
Your friends valued your life enough to ensure that you'd be spared for the moment. They wisely surrendered.
Where are they?
He loudly burps.
That's not something you need to concern yourself with right now. They're alive. That much I will tell you. They're all still under my care. Now, perhaps you're wondering why I would bother to keep you alive at all. You've certainly caused us enough trouble.
It's like a bad breakup. You just can't leave me.
You're not wrong.
He like perks an eyebrow up.
I have to say, I was very disappointed by your cowardice. You had every opportunity to stand and fight me, and instead you all tried to flee at top speed. Though I will admit, trampling that many of my men underfoot as you went was impressive. Your Goliath friend is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Stamp's real good. He's got nice big arms, but he's still kind of soft. Anyways, yeah.
I should let you know now, there is only one thing you can do for me that gives you any value. Should that value vanish, so will be the only reason for me to keep you alive. I need you to be able to fight me.
I'm down, and I realize I'm I'm not in a position to make a bargain, but if I may be so bold, seeing as between us you're the only honorable one, clearly.
What do you want?
I'll fight you one-on-one. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'll even fight without magic. Seeing as that'd probably be more of a pure duel, you know, blood and steel, all that. My only request is this. You let my friends go. Listen, you've already proven you're a hell of a lot stronger than them, and there's no way they're coming back. You kidding me? Shit, baby, you fucked us up.
Goldilocks, make a diplomacy check. Sorry, a persuasion check.
Here I go.
Hey!
Goldilocks, baby!
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm the only good party member.
You know, you and your friends have killed a lot of my best men, as well as Frula Mondath. I believe I'm within every right to slay them in return. That being said, I don't hate you for it. Mondath and I did not see eye to eye on a great many things, and while I wouldn't have wished her harm, we were on the same side after all. I think this may perhaps be for the best that I can now proceed with my own way of doing things.
See,
So
you're
yes,
welcome.
I believe I could see my way clear to letting your friends live.
And like, let them go, like, leave. Like, I just want to add that little stipulation.
I understand what you want.
I'm just making sure, baby. You're scary.
I can tell you this, though. What I want from you, you may not be able to give me right now. I want a good fight. Not like that disappointing exchange of blows back in Greenest.
I mean, in my defense for that one, I had no idea how you fight. And second, I had to deal with a lot of your people on the way there. I was not 100% up to snuff.
That is true.
I mean, you think we killed like 20 of you guys? We killed like 100.
And by we, I mean me. I'm the most powerful party member. Don't hit me.
Die. I don't love you.
It's not enough for you to simply fight me, though. You need to understand the purpose behind it. Tell me, why do you think I want to fight you?
If I had to guess, it's probably a bit of that draconic blood showing itself. I mean, you're chromatic, I'm metallic. We kind of don't mesh all that well, you know, territory, all that jazz.
You're not entirely wrong, but it's not some base instinctual thing.
Half credit, yes.
There's a great deal you don't know yet about our purpose, Goldilocks. Is that really your name?
He just smiles, yeah, baby.
Well, there's a great deal you don't know. And I'm going to tell you in good time, but you must understand, it's not that I want to duel you once and kill you. You are simply not in a position to fulfill your part of the arrangement yet. I've seen how you fight, and I've seen you run.
Yeah.
You're simply not strong enough. Not even if I let you use magic, not even if I gave you your swords back. There is a very important day coming. A day that concerns you and I both, all those of dragon's blood. In which you and I, and everyone else of our kind, will have to fight for our destinies. And it must be a grand battle if the right outcome is to be achieved. Understand, I'm not with the cult of the dragon for some petty looting or personal enrichment. I am here because I believe in the cause. I believe that in order for dragons to dominate, as they were destined to do, we must be our best and most perfect selves. So before you and I can fight, you are going to have to take a step closer to me. Figuratively, he says, looking down at your restraints.
Yeah, nice catch. I can't even wiggle.
He draws the greatsword off his back, like, takes a brief moment of aim, and steps toward you suddenly out of nowhere and swings it down at you. And the tip of it just barely passes through the ropes that are binding you. Take your swords. He gestures to a crate in this corner of the room where you can see the handle of one of your scimitars as well as the pommel of Stamp's hammer. It looks like probably your armor and equipment and various possessions have been taken and stored there.
All right.
My inexplicable battle axe.
I don't do anything suspicious fishy. I walk the most direct path towards it.
Is my mail in there?
Goldilocks, make a investigation check.
Oh shit. Oh shit, man! I'm just trying not to shit myself.
Yeah, you're not sure. You're just like, oh fuck, get the swords, go. Get the swords, go.
Is my dagger in there?
Yes, it is.
All right, I will.
The dagger that the blue dragon Lenithon gave you.
Yeah, so I'll take that out.
We're not just going to fight, you understand. I am going to train you. I don't care how long it takes, but you must be made ready.
Like, okay, just out of curiosity, when is this day of reckoning or whatever?
It's not so much a date as an event. When it will occur will depend on when the conditions are satisfied, but it comes closer more quickly than you might expect. Time is short, and so I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that our kind is properly represented.
Okay. Let's see here. So for the sake of this, how much like do I get spells back at all or anything? Or
Yes, you did not rest per se, you didn't get very good rest, which is why you are at half hit points. But
yeah.
you do get your spells back.
Okay. Do I also get my bardic inspiration because that's the biggie?
Yes.
Okay. Sweetness. Cool. Okay. I need to look at these really quick. Yeah, that'll come in handy. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's
Good. He draws his sword again and levels it at you. We're going to strip away that weakness and that cowardice and that inexperience. And then you will be as you should be.
yeah, all right.
We're going to cut away.
Guys, he's kind of badass.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Said the ghosts.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Yeah, let's say, meanwhile.
thousands of miles away.
Am I wrong? Do we know?
Everyone, the remaining 4 party members, give me raw D20 rolls.
Hold on, I need to pick up my soda cap. Ah!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, an 8!
Oh, hell
How fitting for a Wizardo. Kitty, go away.
Well, that's not what I meant to do.
I mean, Goldie
You rolled 20.
Well,
Yeah! 20!
If I get one more, do the dragons turn into werewolves?
God.
All right.
That's the day of reckoning. All dragons
Oh,
turn
no!
into
Our
werewolves.
kind must be properly represented.
And you will turn into the most golden of retrievers.
Go on.
All right, Sam.
I like your
of the
typo here.
remaining 4, you are the first to wake up. You feel cold, very cold, actually. Wherever you are, I will reveal you here.
Oh,
Wherever you are in a cavern that is wet and barely above freezing.
Ooh.
It doesn't look like you've received further injuries since the last fight, but you are not in a great way. I don't think you can see your health bar right now, actually, but you're also at half health. You feel yourself resting. Don't move yet.
Sorry, I was just trying to see my health bar.
Oh, yeah. You feel yourself resting against the back of a cave wall, and you realize that your legs and hands are both bound with heavy manacles. You're sort of stuck in a corner somewhere, and there is very little light in here. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll try. Luckily, I'm at least a little resistant to that cold, since I'm a mountain-born.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Perception. That's good for Stamp.
Okay, as your vision comes back into focus, it's hard to tell, actually, because, yeah, this room is almost completely dark. You can smell something. Ooh, it's pungent in here. It smells like meat and blood, and not all of the meat smells good. You can also see, just barely, somewhere off to the west, maybe 40 or 50 feet away from you, there are very faint traces of light, like little strips of it, as if it's like a bright light source that's almost completely blocked out by something. And you do not hear anything except the sound of soft, breathing.
In what direction?
Somewhere to the southwest of you. Yep, that way.
Don't poke me in my sleep.
All right. Well, I guess am I like shackled to a wall or just shackled to myself?
You're shackled to yourself. You're not physically chained up to anything in particular.
All right, I'd like
So
to.
you can like roll.
You gonna worm it?
Yeah, I was gonna worm it over to the breathing. Because if I've learned anything from Aram DM sessions, you should always head straight for breathing sounds.
Because that means sleeping people. Okay. There's no light, but I'll let you worm, and I'll reveal a little bit as you go.
Okay, I will worm. Let me erase this blue bar from the heroism potion that almost helped me.
He's leaving these giant scuff marks in the dirt.
Oh, it's pretty loud. So it's easier to reveal. I will move in Fire Emblem squares.
Okay. Are you making any effort to be quiet? Like,
No.
it would probably be difficult, but
No.
okay. As you jingle your way along, you see the light shift all of a sudden, and some light floods into the chamber as what look like strips of like cloth or leather or something are briefly pulled away somewhere on the other side of the room. I'm going to reveal a little bit. Hey! You stay put in there.
All right.
The curtain draws shut again.
He was showering.
Ooh, steamy.
Because of the influx of light and the voice,
Shouting, yeah.
The rest of you slowly begin to rouse, starting with Flora, because highest roll. Flora, you find yourself in much the same condition I described Stamp as being in. You can make your own perception roll if you want to try to notice anything more about the space that you're in.
Oh, goodness.
You are not as heavily bound as Stamp.
Oh, there's...
You don't notice any more than what I already told
There's
Stamp.
the usual good rolls.
She's sitting there by herself, like, hello.
Your wrists and ankles are also bound, but only with rope, not with manacles.
Oh.
Howdy.
Then I will worm in this direction, because I didn't hear Stamp.
Oh
I am
Stamp doesn't hear her. Stamp might hear her, but he's been told to stay still and will.
going to try to do a quick stealth roll.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just gonna quietly, since I don't have manacles, I figure it's probably a little bit easier.
Yep. I'm gonna do the worm.
Gonna worm it this direction. And then this way.
Oh, you worm into a column there.
Flora re-KOs herself.
You worm into a column.
Whack.
You kind of smack into it. You kind of bap off to the side a little, and your leg strikes something else,
Ow.
which makes a kind of like sound.
It is so cold and
Feels
unpleasant.
like you just accidentally kicked a giant hanging carcass of something.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no, Stamp! She starts to panic. You definitely hear that.
Yeah.
Flora, I'm okay. Shh. We're told to be quiet.
Oh, okay. Then who's this? Can I percept the carcass?
Yes, you may.
Hey.
It's pretty hard to make out anything with the very, very small amount of light, but you're pretty sure this is not a human carcass. This is some kind of game animal.
Oh, thank goodness. Stamp, I'm going to worm my way towards you.
Tamias, you begin to wake up as well.
Libraries! Oh! I'm all right.
Tamias, you are not bound at all and have a fine vintage of wine.
Oh, good.
Tamias,
No, what's the deal?
you are bound in the same way as Flora, but you are also gagged.
Oh, because you're a wizard.
Yep, makes sense. Can I like try to like wriggle around?
Yes, you may. You can make a
Stealth check. What is
I don't
it?
think there's an escape artist skill. Let me see. I guess probably acrobatics.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid wiggle. Yeah, you got a little wiggle and waggle going. You waggle
Stamp.
into a column yourself as well.
You dumbasses!
Stamp! There's some sort of mumbling demon about.
Shh, that must be why they told us to be quiet. I'll see if I can sneak up on the mumble demon. I'm gonna roll a perception before this gets bad.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey.
Wait a minute. Tamias, the mumble demon got him and he's been mumbled.
No! I've been a
I think they cut out his tongue.
audible gasp
At
from
the
Flora.
mention of tongues being cut out, Gilligan immediately wakes up. Gilligan, you're crammed into a corner. You are bound with ropes, as Flora and Tamias are. You are gagged and you are blindfolded.
There, it's over there.
Oh, that one sounds super insidious.
Wait a minute. I think there's some. Those monsters, they took out his tongue and replaced it with cloth.
How dreadful! How positively ghastly!
This will go on forever if you let it.
Flora's going to just pat herself down really quick. Did they take her stuff? Like, did they be under
well,
weapon?
you can't. There's a minimum. Like, there's a not great amount of patting down you can do with your arms bound, but it looks like they left you your clothes. You can feel though you're not. Well, I guess you were a monk. You probably weren't wearing any armor to begin
Nope.
with, right? Yeah, no. So you are pretty much as you were. They took your battle axe though.
Oh, that was so hard to sneak in here. Anyway, I'm going to check my person to see if I have my thieves' tools on me.
I'm gonna do my best to perform mouth to mouth on Tamias.
Okay.
His tongue.
Flora, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
And Stamp, make a medicine check.
All right,
It's not bad.
I'll try.
Flora, you whack at your pockets a bit. Stamp, you lean in real close to inspect Tamias's tongue, and you manage to move aside the cloth that's gagging his mouth and see that he does in fact still have a tongue.
Oh, Step! There's a monster!
Flora, as far as you can tell, your pockets have been emptied. You do not see your thieves.
Drat. Did I miss
Darn
something?
it, smart villains.
Man, this is gonna put a
There's a
big
cargo
dent
tonight.
in my delivery
Did you give
schedule.
mouth to mouth to the demon? Did something steamy happen while I wasn't looking?
No, don't worry. I think there was a cursed cloth over his mouth that I took out and the tongue regrew.
That's a plausible explanation. I completely buy it.
Another mumble demon. We're gonna have to sneak up
Okay,
on
let's
it.
work together.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Apparently, Gilligan is a tiny motor right
If
now.
only there was somebody around to give you, say, a bonus, or me a bonus to that stealth check while we sneak up on this mumble demon.
You sneak over to Gilligan. I guess Gilligan, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Shivering loudly.
So while all this goes on, Tamias like notices he's like up against the rock. He's gonna try to like, if his I assume his like arms are bound behind him, with just rope. He's gonna try to like rub it against the rock and hoping that he like finds like a Sharpie kind of point to kind of start working on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Go ahead and make a survival check.
All right.
Or would that be a sleight of hand?
I don't know.
I'd buy either. I think they'll be pretty similar for Tamias since neither is a.
Sleight of hand is slightly better, so I'll do that.
Oh,
All right.
almost like 20.
Okay, yeah,
Terrible.
you start making some progress.
All right, Flora. I know we've had bad luck with this in the past.
Yeah.
But let's do our maneuver.
Okay, let's get it with the old one. Ow! She slams her face on the same column again.
Oh no, you go around the column.
I knew I was messing something up.
Okay.
Listen to it purr.
I'll just go ahead and reveal the room so that you can move, even though it's still dark.
The best part is that, like, I know he's blindfolded, but Gilligan has dark vision, so if he wasn't blindfolded...
Oh, that's why he's blindfolded. He's the only one of you who's blindfolded, because he's the only one who can see in the dark.
Okay, I can hear them purring.
Maybe that means he's happy to see
Oh,
us.
that's a good point.
I'm pretty good with animals. I can summon boars really easily. I'm gonna try and pet it to calm it down. Sounds. I also realized that I have no limbs with which to
That's
pet.
a good point.
I mean-
Don't worry. Animals love me. Handle animal.
Just grab his doinker and pull it.
You know, this cave was cold already, but cold and damp already. But I'm actually getting a bit colder and damper right now. She's like patting down.
Laura, you grab something in your hand as you try to handle this ferocious beast. It's like a wobbly jello consistency tendril.
Oh.
But then as you feel it a little closer, you can begin to perceive individual, much smaller tendrils bound up in some kind of almost braid-like quality.
Stamp, quick meeting back over here.
All right, let's walk away from the monster.
I may have made a mistake in my assumptions.
Yeah,
I'm willing to admit when I'm at fault.
yeah.
That is Gilligan. That is Gilligan. We were just grabbing and just manhandling Gilligan.
Don't worry, I know how to play this off. Gilligan, can you give me your stealth bonus so I can make sure you don't notice
Oh,
us?
Stab with the quick thinking, as always.
Episode 7 of Hoard of the Dragon Queen, Jay and Jello dick around their other party members.
We deserve to die.
Yeah, we fucking... I'm gonna do my best to nudge off the face things of Gilligan. So I guess
Okay.
I'll just...
Make a sleight of hand check, dexterity,
I can
whatever.
help.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. You managed to, you get the blindfold off. So Gilligan, actually, suddenly you're able to see almost all of the room, and you can see these two fucking dipshits up in your face. Like, boy, what could it be?
Okay, I'm going to try to remove the gag. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, I'm a little worried about him biting. Do you think he bites? Oh shit!
All right.
Cool.
Ah, well, that was lovely.
Gilligan, how you doing, champ?
I had a nice nap. It's nice and chilly in here. I'm all right.
Well, we found everybody but Goldilocks so far. I wonder where Goldilocks is.
The mumble piece.
Dying. The curtain of like leather strips or whatever it is. Actually, Gilligan, go ahead and make a perception check because you can see the room, not in color, but you can see it with your dark vision.
Yep, it's about right.
But you can't really make out much. Your vision's still pretty blurry, and these two are right up in your face. But from behind you, the room illuminates all of a sudden as the curtain of whatever they are is drawn aside.
Panicking really quick,
more-
Flora throws the blindfolded gag like just on Gilligan's head again.
Stamp lies down as though they will be unable to see him if he doesn't move.
Timaeus stops trying to break the ropes.
Pretend to be a
Kind
corpse.
of flops over.
Okay, you all go into panic mode. There's like a clicking sound, and you see as the room lights up, very bright light streaming in from a hallway. What you can now see are a whole bunch of dangling leather strips that sort of form a loose door to this room, are set aside, forming a space for someone to step through. Well. My friends and I got to talking and decided we can't kill you, but it's only fair that at least one of us gets to beat your asses, and I'm the lucky winner. This guy takes something off of the wall. You hear like another click, and the leather straps fall back to cover most of the entrance again. He's holding a lantern, so the interior is still quite well lit. What a lucky day it is. Takes a look around the room. And just all of a sudden, his appearance changes completely.
Ooh.
The image of the berserker fades away, and this man stands here. He looks like an elf or half-elf, wearing a dark brown and black cloak with a little bit of silver finery. And he
Is that Vaxeldan?
He takes a look. He takes a look around the walls of the room, sort of like casing the perimeter. Gives you a kind of cheeky smile, puts a single finger over his mouth in like a shh gesture, and snaps his fingers. And suddenly, from sort of nowhere, a phantom sound begins to fill the room of someone punching someone and muffled cries of pain.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hello. Prisoners, huh? Ah, looks like you've had a time.
Oh, to say the least, hello to yourself. She like balances on her feet and hops forward, trying to look really cool.
Make a charisma check for look.
Now, Flora, worms can only be so elegant.
Don't worry, I'm
Stamp.
elegant in all things. Minus
Stamp,
one.
knowing that Flora is Flora, attempts to get behind her and is going to try and prop himself between her and the wall in a way that she won't just fall on her ass.
Okay,
So-
I'll let you, Flora, you can have advantage on that charisma check.
Ooh,
Yay!
Roll to impress hot guy.
Oh,
Yay!
yes,
Slightly better.
I have been told that my social skills are frequently average.
I imagine, like, you don't fall, but you stick your foot in Stamp's mouth, and now he's going,
It's the mumble demon.
This guy gives you a curt bow. Adelian Citrus, at your service. I was sent by the Harpers, although you're not the person that I was looking for.
Gilligan's smile falls.
I'm actually here. I didn't expect to find more prisoners. I'm here looking for a half-elven monk. Perhaps you know him? Was he here?
Yes. Actually, we freed him early. I freed him earlier. Yeah, I did. We did good. But we were captured in his place. We sort of accidentally
hear that.
exchanged ourselves.
Now. I'm sorry to hear that. Where is he now?
I believe he was headed back to the town of Greenest, where he was meeting up with some of his monk brethren.
I see. Well, it's good to hear that he's out of danger. Same can't be said for you, I'm afraid.
Not so much.
pulls out a dagger.
Oh, and for your friend over there, he notices Timaeus propped up against the crowd. How's it going, guy?
Oh, you know. He starts like going real fast at the rock, like come on.
Yes, well, I can do what I can for you, though you should know it's not been easy to make it this far. He sort of puts a hand on his chin and seems like he's thinking about how much to tell you, as he sort of idly plays with the clasp of his cloak. I came up north from cut across the mountains to try to avoid the normal entrance to the valley, but I'm afraid it added several days to my journey. It's a shame I appear to have missed some of the action. The outside of this place was nearly deserted.
Oh, yes, that may or may not have been partly our doing as well. Stam, could you give me a boost? Just like a slight boost. I need to lean into him to say something secret, but, yeah.
Stamp extends his tongue to push you forward.
Rolling accurate.
Luckily using my strong tongue feet.
I'm going to just, like, lean into this guy. There's my acrobatics check to hip to the side of the room.
She just swooshes right in there.
Hey, listen, I'm a harper as well. Do I have the harper insignia? Do I have the harper insignia on anything I own? I think.
Is it on your clothing?
I don't believe so, and we gave the thing back to Leosin. Fuck. Shit. Listen, I'm a harper as well. I'm here with another agent named Goldilocks. Maybe you've heard of us. We're quite the famous duo.
I have not. I'm sorry.
You see your face falls. He's like,
Flora's.
yeah, that's all I got.
Flora wilts from a strong 5'3" to a 4'10". Oh, well, that's okay. I'm sure our names will get out there someday. If Goldilocks is still alive, did you happen to see a golden dragonborn anywhere in the caverns?
I have not thus far. I only arrived here recently myself. Spent some time assessing the remaining people on site. Certainly looks like you've killed your way through here.
That was mostly
There's
Stam.
just a few burly men with axes left, and I believe, based on the information I was briefed with, there may be a cult leader and a half-dragon here as well.
About the cult leader. Flora looks around to her group members for confirmation, realizes she can't.
melted.
Yes, we melted her. My good friend in the back actually managed to do that. Hops. Tries to, like, demonstrate Gilligan to this guy.
Gilligan is sitting in his insidious corner, auras of evil emanating off him. Yes, that was me.
Huh. Very well done then. I've been from Athkatla to the spine of the world and back, and I'm not sure I've seen hair as distinctive as yours.
Oh, thank you.
It's actually the best I've seen in my life. It's wonderful.
It must be the cold in here.
So, my dear friend, she's shivering and kind of panicking still.
Oh, Flora, you're drooling again.
Oh, it just drools and turns into icicles on her chin.
I do that, I'm sorry, my charisma's an 8. Anyway, what can you do to help us out of this situation?
Sorry, I was typing something. Well, I have a few talents that could be useful in getting you out of here. There's normally 2 of the men on guard outside. One went for a little stroll, and I was able to convince him to spend some time staring at a wall. So you have a little bit of time to work with. I disguised myself and took up his post. Came in here to deliver a savage beating. It's been going for a little while, so we probably shouldn't talk for too much longer.
Oh, we could throw in some like additional sound effects if you want.
Oh, by all means.
Ooh, yes, absolutely. Thaumaturgy!
I am just going to yell.
I was told to stay quiet.
That's Stamp. He's a good boy.
Well, I can perhaps, if I sneak out of here. Are you all armed? I assume not.
More or less. I'm a monk and can defend myself with my bare hands if I have to, though I much prefer my battle axe.
Well, I only have a few weapons on me. You can use my whip if you'd like, someone. But you should probably look for your own gear. No idea where they make.
Flora and Gilligan make eye contact.
That is so you.
Here, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll return out of this chamber, take up my post again in disguise, and if you come barreling out of there, you may be able to engage the other guard while I take him from behind. But you'd need to do it quickly and quietly if you don't want to alert anyone else here. I have no idea where the third guard is at the moment.
Quick and quiet is our speciality, just not at the same time.
Well, you should do your best. This is about all the help I can provide. I'm afraid I was given very explicit instructions to find Leosin Erlenthar.
This is a massive amount of help. If you could maybe go the extra mile, and she motions with her, like, tied up hands.
Ah, yes, how silly of me. He takes out a rapier, which is a terrible weapon for trying to cut ropes. He's like...
Don't worry, I'll hold very
stabs
still.
through the ropes a couple times and manages to loosen
Flora,
them.
like, holds her arms over her head like she's balancing an apple.
Yes, I'll see if I can get you all free at least.
Ooh.
And then, once I've unleashed you, I'm afraid I won't be able to stick around long. I'll need to head to Greenest if that is indeed where Leosin has traveled. It's of vital importance that I reach him as quickly as possible.
Yes, he apparently had vital information for the... Leans back in. You know, the mission. Leans back.
Yes. Yes, I've been working tirelessly these past several months to try to track and ultimately undo the efforts of the cult. Any information he can provide will be invaluable to me as well.
Okay, Tomias, let's get those ropes off of you.
Yeah, he's still working at it. Like,
Okay.
surely the friction eventually will.
I saw that one.
Flora, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Flora just like she just works on your the leg bindings while you finish off the arms.
All right, so you all managed to remove your restraints, except for Stamp, whose manacles are locked. Well, I suppose I can take a look at these as well. If you could sit up for a moment, it's difficult to... Oh, sorry, I actually forgot that Jello was BRB'd.
Well, you timed it well.
He takes some very fine-looking thieves' tools out of his own pocket. Yes, let me see if I can do anything about these bindings on you, my large friend. Let's see if he can. Here is thieves' tools to try to undo your hand restraints.
Ooh,
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yes. And here is leg restraints.
What the?
What the
He's a much higher level than us.
I mean, you might just have a thieves item.
Rogues get a class feature to turn proficiency on some of their skills into expertise.
Oh, he's an
So you
arcane
get double
trickster.
bonus on this.
Gilligan like stands up from his little corner and like as he stretches out, all of his bones crack and crunkle. Ah, oh boy.
Stan
Okay.
getting up sounds like a small pile of rocks falling over. Thanks.
Think nothing of it.
Gilligan leans over and picks up the gag that was in his mouth, which I guess is like a sock or something. And he goes over to this guy and he's like, I might have some advice for you. He holds out his hand and like clasps it in this guy's hand and goes, a copper for your thoughts. Maybe stuff it in the man's mouth when you go to stab him so he can't scream.
A fine idea. A tricky maneuver to pull off in the heat of combat, but a devious stratagem. I applaud you.
But I have never been against holding another man's spit sock.
Don't like the way you said that.
Very well. I'll go out first. You should be aware there is a poison coating some of these leather strips. I noticed it when I came in. They're hung up here, disguising a bunch of hooks embedded in them, so that charging through blindly will get you scraped and gutted for your trouble.
Flora has a flashback to every time she slammed her face on one of the pillars.
Oh.
Thank you for letting me
I'll
know.
set them aside. They use this thing, he picks up a small, like, lever-looking object. They use this to prop them out of the way when they're coming in and out of the rooms to fetch this ghastly meat. Perhaps you can try to slip through after me? I doubt they'll be looking down here when I come up. I might be able to block some of the hallway. Alternatively, if you want to take longer to prepare, you'll need to find some way to get through here stealthily.
What do you think? Should we go now, guys?
I don't have a weapon, but I don't think I'll be able to get one. Unless these things have bones in them.
Interesting idea.
Ooh.
Give me a perception or survival, your choice.
Just pull the leg off a horse.
Okay. They're the same. Survival it is.
Uh-oh.
Nope. They're deboned.
Well, with that survival check, you're not entirely sure. Some of these carcasses look like they've already been like skinned and made into cuts, but some of them look like they were just hung up after being hunted. So you might be able to take a piece of animal that would serve as a club.
I can't really do very much in just regular combat.
Well,
And I mean, I'm useless
you guys
unless
are
I-
wizards and monks, so it doesn't matter that much. I can just punch people. It's fine.
I need time to gain some spells back or something, otherwise I'm no good either.
don't you have spells back? Yeah, I think everybody's...
Yeah, you guys got your spells back as well. The
Oh, thank God.
for having been dumped in here is that you're all at half hit points, but otherwise it's the same as if you'd rested.
Okay.
Don't worry, Stamp. We can be monk fellows. I'll give them the 1, you give them the 2.
All right, I'll try.
Fuck, I realized I turned this guy's nameplate on, but I forgot to set the permissions so you could actually see it. There you go.
Delian Citreth.
That's a name.
So I forget, was there a bonus to you riding on my shoulders? Like you can punch people who come near
Oh,
me?
yes, if I'm standing really close to you, I can sentinel things. Basically, I can punch them real hard.
I'm down to just be like your turret and try and
That
protect
sounds
you
like
and
fun.
take your
I love
hits.
this adventure. I've gotten to climb on so many people's backs. I barely had to walk at all.
Here's an odd idea, actually.
What's
How
that?
hard would these chunks of animal be to get off of? What are they on hooks? What are they doing?
Yeah, they're mostly on hooks or just ropes sort of tied to the ceiling. And yes, Keen, you may swap out spells to whatever you wish.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
it's
well-
not hard to take them off the hooks, like the entire carcasses. The difficult thing would be taking a piece of one that you could use as a weapon. Although I get that's probably not what you are thinking of doing.
Yeah, no, I just kind of. What if we would use these as like a meat shield on our way through that ghastly
Oh,
curtain?
that's so
huh?
clever! A literal meat shield.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's do it.
Or-
rip. This
All
is
right.
gross.
This is unfortunate. I need to share the piggyback ride with that whatever this gross thing is.
Oh, he's like bear hugging it in front of him, so it looks like you're riding a giant meat hog. I'm afraid I'm not that familiar with 5e spells.
Yep.
Sorry, Keen.
Same.
I'll just pick whatever I feel like.
Yeah, I would take Fog Cloud
Yeah.
once since we might have to stealth
I
out of
think
here.
a fog cloud is a good idea.
Well,
I was gonna pick between that or sleep.
Sleep is less anti-party and equally stealth helpy.
Roll 5d8 to tell us how many hit points a creature's spell affects anyone within 20
guess-
feet of the point you
I guess
choose.
I should ask
Maybe fall
Adelian?
asleep.
How was his name said?
Adelian Citrus.
Were there like other people walking around, or was it still like you and the axe guys and the dragon? Like how many?
I get the distinct feeling that you've killed almost everyone here.
And we blew it
That's
at the
my assessment
very
of the
end.
number of
that
corpses.
that both
mounted.
makes me happy and very
We blew it
sad.
at the end, guys.
Don't worry, we've got our lucky meat. Oh, this is
That
definitely
being
rotten.
said, yes, there are, as far as I can tell, 3 burly boys and 1 half-dragon yet unaccounted
The Burly
for.
Boys? I didn't know that gang operated this far north.
We gotta.
Their
we gotta
operations are insidious.
Flora gasps.
Man, we gotta find Goldilocks.
We need to find Goldilocks.
All right. I guess we can go now then.
Let's do it.
Very well, beating over, he snaps his fingers and the illusory sound vanishes. Takes the little stick and sweeps the curtain aside, heading back out with his lantern. Do you follow immediately, or are you gonna wait a little bit and then charge through with the meat shields?
What do you guys think?
I mean, I think we'd want to wait at least a beat, because if we're following right behind this guy, his disguise won't matter.
That is true.
Ah, this is true. Yeah, you see the illusion begin to reform over him as he steps through the curtain. And yeah, he steps back outside.
I can't see.
So you guys want to go get something to eat after this, or what?
Oh, I did.
Stamp says with a mouthful of rotten
Oh, that
meat.
sounds rather nice.
What? Why are
He's
you
not- he's not
eating it,
eating-
buddy?
I'm not. I'm holding it in front of me.
No, you know, let's all sit down to a nice dinner after this. We can discuss ourselves, what our hopes and dreams are. You know, my entire life flashed before my eyes, and I have so much to live for.
As Flora brings up hopes and dreams, Timaeus gets a thought. He pats himself down. Does he still have the book?
No.
Ah! He doesn't scream, but he does like internally and like something.
You do not have the book, nor do you have the key that you took from Mondath's chest.
But do I have her bad dragon poem?
You do, actually.
Yeah!
That's the one thing that they didn't bother to confiscate.
I'm afraid
the
they're-
book, the key, and her robes were all taken from you.
I'm afraid
I
you
have
have
herbs?
some bad news that they probably found that poem on you and were like, ugh, this guy's a poet.
Yeah.
You got blamed for Mondath
Oh,
poetry.
man.
Who was wearing Mondath's cloak? Wasn't that Gilligan's? I don't recall.
Uh,
that being
Flora was
there.
holding on to
Flora
it.
had it, but I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
okay.
it was taken.
We gotta get all the shit back.
All right.
At least the book. At least my quest item.
Are we going?
I guess we're going.
Yes, we're going.
We're going.
Follow up from behind.
How many times?
Forward, meat man!
Okay.
Also, I swapped out mage armor because like I almost never actually use it because I'm always really in the back. So now I have fog, cloud, and
Ooh,
sleep.
nice.
Burning hands and magic missile.
Very nice.
Nice.
Maybe it'll be alright.
All right.
got both.
So you use the meat as to shove in front of you and then just burst through the curtain.
Eat.
All right. So you sweep aside the leather straps with your hunks o' meat and begin to barrel up the stairs. Immediately on the other side, it's very well lit, so you can see up the stairs and into this next chamber.
All right.
More.
Oh, my eyes.
Okay, none of us have very much health. So
So you barrel up the stairs. This berserker was talking to another who you recognize as being the specific one that Adelian was disguised as, and he begins to turn around as you race up the stairs. What in the? How did they?
I guess we have Flora punch the shit out of him. What are we doing?
Break his
Throw
neck!
me at him.
All right.
Well, combat begins. You have he is surprised.
Okay. Stamp is gonna rage so that he can take a few more
That
hits.
is wise.
Okay.
Ooh, let me click my
Yeah,
icon.
me too. I'm
for
remembering.
once. What? Yeah, I'm
16.
finally getting
Hell
it.
Yeah. Oh.
So how does that work?
If you have your icon highlighted and you click initiative on your Roll20 character sheet, it automatically adds you
Yep,
to the order.
It just does it. That's right.
Fucking great.
For
It's
example,
very easy to forget, though.
Yes.
I sure did forget where the fuck initiative is on this thing.
Oh boy,
It's-
look at that.
it's above your hit points.
Oh my god, Stamp's going in a good position for once.
Two.
Alright.
Okay.
How you doing, Goldie?
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Berserker. Well, the Berserker has a 21 initiative, but he's surprised in his
Oh,
turn.
please tell me
So
we just-
you all still
Well,
get to
I'm
go
glad
before
he
him.
burned that 20 there.
Please tell me we burn the 20. Okay. Ooh,
So Flora, you get to act
Flora,
first.
like,
Goodbye, turn order.
Flora and Stamp, like, Flora's riding Stamp's back. She cocks back her arm, starts to throw it at this guy, and then just freezes, her entire body just, like, shivering for a second, feeling the force of that 20 that wasn't included in the combat. She stops for a second, just, guys, wow, these people. Okay, back to it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Punch. Please tell me that hits.
Punch.
He is a berserker.
15.
That hits.
Yay!
7 damage.
Ooh.
You barrel out of here and just bap him right in the nose. You hear a crack.
Bonus action. Punch.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad place to burn a one.
Oh, dude, Flora definitely, like,
His instinctual, like, reeling back of his head as blood begins to trickle out of his nose actually takes his head out of the way of your second strike.
All right.
Flora extends overarms, cocks this guy once in the jaw, feels confident, goes forward, and then just like, she doesn't even punch him. Her arm goes wide. She's a little too far away. She just winds up stroking the side of his face. Oh no, I blew it
like to
again.
imagine- I like to imagine there's a slow motion camera shot from behind Flora where bop, he goes backwards, whoosh, and slow motion Flora, no! Slow motion, you can see behind her fist is our ally just going, shaking his head.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Stamp, weaponless and now raging, is going to try his damnedest to grapple this guy's arms so he can't just cleave us in two.
Okay,
Ooh.
go ahead and make an athletics check.
With
I
advantage.
believe I get advantage on this.
Yes, because
Yeah.
you're raging.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, as per usual, it
Oh, man.
barely matters.
Here is his roll.
All right.
Yeah, you're not quite able to restrain him, though it's close.
Okay.
All right. Adelian smirks a little, draws his rapier from out of his illusion, which begins to peel away, and will try to stab this guy in the back of the neck.
Oh.
He has advantage on this roll because it is surprise attack. Here is the attack roll.
Is it any kind of sneak attack? I don't know how rogues
It
work
is,
in
if
this
he
system.
Holy fuck, this guy!
Well, this guy's fucking dead. He, maybe not. This guy has a lot of hit points, but even so. Okay, so the base damage of the weapon crit is 12. And then the sneak attack dice are dice, and therefore also doubled. So here is the sneak attack damage.
Jesus Christ.
Oh!
Oh, fuck! Holy shit!
Just, whew. Yeah, he gets this guy. He was going for like right through the Adam's apple. He doesn't quite get it, but the rapier does emerge through the other side of this guy's neck. His eyes widen, and he frantically looks to the side in disbelief, wondering what the fuck is going on. He is not quite dead, but almost.
How the fuck is this guy
my
still
God,
alive?
Flora's-
Get him,
Flora's
Tamias.
son is just covered in the blood splatter.
Ugh.
She just blinks.
Yeah, once again in slow motion, Ave Maria, blood spackles, Stamp, and Flora. We both look at each other. Camera slowly pans again. This guy.
Man, what a piece of shit. Hey, you guys think this guy has a good Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so I will not poison spray him. I'll just ray of frost him instead.
Yeah, we just freeze him or burn him to death.
Okay. Go
As
ahead
you
and
do.
make an attack roll.
I'll try.
Hey, you did it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
You hit
21
him
for 5 cold.
5 cold damage. The spray of blood out of his neck begins to ice over. Gilligan?
Oh, he's still alive.
Still
guys
not
are
enough.
scary.
Oh
God
god.
Use the
damn.
whip, Gilligan! Use the whip!
Oh, maybe just hit him with a spell.
You know what? I wonder if he would just die if I slapped him.
I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, he goes next.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna whip at his ankles. I'm gonna try and slash wash at him. All right. What do I roll for that whipper?
The whip is a finesse weapon. Well, I don't think that's what it's called in 5e, but you can use your dexterity or your strength to make an attack with it.
Alrighty. Let me see.
And
Ooh, not my strength.
I don't know whether or not you're proficient in it, so I don't know whether or not you get your proficiency bonus.
I doubt Gilligan is.
I doubt it.
It's
Doubt it?
No,
I
it's
can
a
look it.
it's a martial weapon. Don't clerics get martial? Or am I?
Some clerics. I don't think Trickery Domain does. That being said, you might just want to Sacred Flame him.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
You'll
simple
get to
weapons.
Use the whip, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Here's the dexterity saving throw.
Flora and Gilligan exchange looks again.
Oh,
I will not
Right.
fall.
The flame is like counteracted by the lingering cold aura around him from the ray of frost. Still with blood trickling from his neck, this guy rears back wildly with his axe. And swings at you know what, let's random it from the people who are in his melee range.
in his fuck zone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gilligan!
Yeah, I knew it.
The one person we didn't want.
All right, here he goes. Here goes Speed Racer.
Oh, I'm so happy that might miss. Oh, you don't
Yeah,
have,
it misses. Whew.
you have
Wow!
your
Oh,
armor right
jeez,
now?
he rolled max damage too with that
Yup.
great axe.
Oh.
Gilligan, you cheekily bat his great axe away with your shield.
Sentinel, slap him in the face.
Okay.
Eh. Eh.
Oh, I saw the 19.
Don't worry, you get to try again. No, Flora, come back.
Oh, Flora, please. Come on.
So hard. She's like.
Sentinel uses your reaction,
It's,
right? Is that
yeah,
how
it
works?
uses your reaction, so basically
Okay.
you get a free opportunity attack. Flora's just like around the corner, you hear her muttering to herself and writing in her journal. It's just you try so hard to do the pun. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's.
Yeah, we all just turn around and like try and be like, oh, come on, Flora, it's okay.
He doesn't
This
even.
guy-
He knows
What
it's
is going on?
He knows it's an emotionally tough moment for you, so he doesn't even take an attack of opportunity as you walk away.
I think this guy's like so stunned of what the fuck
Yeah.
is going
No, thank-
on. He just
You
doesn't-
want to go? You go and punch him
Thank you
on your
very
turn.
much. I really appreciate it. She climbs back up on Stamp, completely morose. Okay, here we go.
He reaches up and pats her on the head.
Thank you. I feel a bit better now. Here comes the 1-2.
Hey!
There you go.
Might kill him.
That's max
All right,
damage.
you're like, man. Sometimes you just try and What are you looking at? You kick him in the solar plexus, and he and finally collapses.
Oh my god, this dude had so much health.
Yeah, because we might have to kill more of those. How much did he have? If I can count if I can count cards for a minute.
He had, I think, at least 50 health.
Yeah. Oof.
Grab his axe.
Yeah. No, I'm taking it.
I did nothing.
I did things, but I'm not proud of it.
This is how every battle ends up.
Stamp, we may not be fighters.
No, I'm a barbarian.
And I'm a monk.
Wop, wop, wop,
That's
wop.
us.
All right, I pick up this great axe. What's the deal with this thing?
It's a two-handed martial weapon. It deals 1d12 damage.
What the fuck? Okay. I guess I'll add that. Okay.
Let me
Great
go ahead and
axe.
reveal a little more.
Pretty sure it's a strength
Switching
weapon.
to stealth
Yes, it
mount.
is.
Jumps on Gilligan's
1d12.
back.
Yep.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Yes, you're the
Okay.
sneakier of the two.
Ooh.
If
Okay.
I ever need a
so-
magic mount, I'll jump on Timaeus.
So there.
Maybe you should consider just getting a horse.
A horse? What a novel
God.
concept!
I think I'm gonna keep this thing.
Adelian leans down and sort of pats this guy's body. No, doesn't look like he has anything else on him. They've probably got the rest of your equipment stashed somewhere. I think we may need to part ways here. I need to make my way out of this cave before all hell breaks loose.
Thank you
Thank you so much! At first I was trying to look cool, but honestly, I'm just so thankful that I'm not dead! She starts crying.
A fine
You're
job.
crying on my hair.
It's already slimy.
I'll give Leosin your regards. And, well, actually, there's one last thing I can do for you. Back in a moment, he waves his hand and vanishes from sight.
Stamp drags this guy's body into the meat locker.
Okay.
And hides it under the
It does leave a very long, very obvious trail of blood. But luckily, because this is the meat locker, there's a pretty decent amount of blood drippings on the floor already, so it's still possible someone might not notice.
Stamp puts he puts the body in the locker, rips the meat off of the trap hooks, and puts that meat on the ground where the
Oh,
blood
that's
trail
super clever.
starts.
That will
Nice
barely
idea.
help, but it
Also,
might.
thinking about how much blood is on the ground in that meat locker, Flora blinks a few more times, then looks, and thinking about how much blood spray they were just covered in, Flora looks at herself and then looks at Stamp, the two who were worming themselves all over the place.
Oh, ew. I was holding one of the. Well, it was
We look like
icy in there. Maybe
like
it's
two
not that
goddamn
bad.
psychopaths.
I look like a fucking rail tracer.
A short time later, Adelian reappears here. So I took a quick look around to confirm people's positions. The man that I charmed is still staring at a wall to the north of here. You should have about half an hour left before he decides to resume his duties. There's one other standing guard at the entrance to the cave. Was not able to find your friend or the half-dragon.
All right.
Well, thank you,
Maybe
thank
they
you so
left.
much for everything.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Also,
anything
out
for
of
fellow
universe.
harpers.
Out of universe, Aram, very good job making this session super interesting instead of killing
yeah,
us.
this is awesome. And we still
Eek.
have a good chance to die. It's great.
It's the best of both.
Well then, he nods to you. The rest is up to you. I wish you luck.
Yes, good luck as well.
Bye bye.
Yes,
I'll give Leosin your regards.
yes, paint a favorable picture.
Regards.
He,
I
turns
will
invisible
not.
again.
Little do they know that I've poisoned all of them.
That's fine. We're living on borrowed time anyway.
I just witnessed.
I think we're going to cut back to Goldilocks.
Yeah, sorry, Will.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, but this I conceived
no.
of. Well, this seems like how the session would have
No,
to
this
go.
is so
That's
good.
fine. Don't worry, guys. You'll get to play in about 5 minutes when I die.
Hmm.
Great.
that room again. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-bop, bippity-boo. Do not care about the boundaries too much.
Happy face.
It's more than good. It's great.
All right. So
Oh, shit,
Goldilocks.
sorry. Ignore that.
Stamp kills a man.
Oh, that scared me. I was like,
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this new weapon.
Axes are great, right?
Yeah, this is better than my other weapon.
Right, now block! Block!
man.
He swings his sword down.
What do I roll?
Just, you know what, make an attack roll.
Eh.
He's not actually hitting you for damage.
Thank God.
He's got like a big foam sword, and he's just like, come on!
He,
my
yeah, you're
God.
like, yeah, you put your scimitars up in the way, and he sweeps past you in an arc that knocks them both out of your hands and onto the floor.
Jesus.
Hell, man. It's like slapping my hands. What the hell, man? How am I supposed to play my
College
guitar
of
and all that?
Swords, eh? You should keep studying.
Did I mention I dropped out?
Very well, why don't we try this instead? He hands you one scimitar and takes the other.
That's
No.
mine.
Yes, I know. You'll get it back in time.
Well, don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to understand what we're doing.
I'm going to show you how to use this thing. Now, strike at me.
Yeah, all right. Eh.
That was better. Better. Now, you need to follow through.
Oh shit, this guy!
Should I make a strength check?
Sure.
Uh.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have that 20 for a second.
Yeah, right.
A slightly more respectable performance.
My hands
Right
are
then.
numb.
Let's see what power your breath holds at the moment.
Probably fire. Sorry.
I'm referring to the magnitude. He takes Mondath's robes out of another chest that's up here. Right. He sort of like crudely.
By,
Become
by
many.
absorbing Mondath's power, I have become tool.
Luckily, Mondath was only 1/10 of my level.
He pins them up to the wall. All right, let's see what you can do.
Yeah, all right. It just...
It's about breath control.
Oh, hey, it's almost max damage.
See, that was more respectable. You could do it if you put your mind to it.
I mean, you know what sometimes helps? Some reassurance.
You're so catty.
Reassurance is for those who show promise.
Damn. Then why are
Now,
we
I
even
do
doing this?
believe that you have potential. If I didn't, I would have killed you long ago.
I mean, you proved that twice, quite frankly.
But I can see now that one afternoon in a dank cave is not going to be sufficient. I'm going to need you to come with me after here. I can't leave here for a few more days while I wait for the eggs to hatch. But I do need to report back to the cult afterwards. They will likely not be too happy to hear of Mondath's demise, but our mission here was a success, so they can get stuffed.
Yeah, stuff them. Hey, what were you doing here anyways? Like getting eggs or something?
The hatchery we placed here out of convenience. It's quite difficult to find a reliable place that has the right climate to bear them to term. Requires a certain temperature and humidity, not unlike a dragon's lair. So we set up shop here. Sacking the town was a
Fun.
matter of convenience since we were already here, I suppose you could say. I know Mondath certainly would have loved to seize some of the treasure for herself. I personally don't care about it.
Can I look at it?
Can I see it?
Can I see it?
No.
No,
Look at what?
it's just treasure, you know.
Yes, and you call that a breath attack, despite the fact it sucks.
Despite the fact it obviously sucks.
Excuse me for a moment. Tries to sprint out on giant stamp.
Well, the treasure's already been removed from this place. The only reason I'm wasting my time here is to see these eggs safely to hatching. I can show
Okay.
you those, I suppose.
That sounds neat. Yeah.
Well, then,
Maybe
follow me.
maybe I'll get like a little motivation seeing like what like real dragons is all about.
I hope that you will. Don't think for a second that I'm not perfectly serious about all of this.
Listen, I didn't think you were the joking type.
And he leads you through here into this room.
There's a small shrine dedicated to Goldilocks.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, there's a lot of them actually.
Eggs.
We had guard drakes on duty in here before they all died. Oops.
Like
Like
me.
me.
Like me. These things are all that keep me here now.
Okay.
Do you appreciate the destiny that our race has at hand? I honestly wonder. I wonder if it's simply ignorance on your part that would inspire the kind of cowardice that would lead you to run away from all of this.
I mean,
This is quite literally the only opportunity you will have to influence the destiny of our entire races.
how exactly? Like, listen, like I said before, I mean, like I play music. I do silly things. That's what I do. I'm not exactly meant for destiny.
That's
You know.
where you're wrong. Destiny is something that's born into you. What you choose to do with your life and your mortal lifetime is entirely your own business. But I'm speaking of a higher calling. It's not
Okay.
something you're going to be able to escape, you know. All dragons have a shared future, and that future is very soon to be decided. This, he gestures down toward the eggs, this is all part of my contribution to that. What will yours be?
I don't know, man. I just kind of got thrown into this. Never had much time to think about it.
Then you should take that time, and you should take it soon. This
He's
is why it's
rushing me.
imperative that you come with me. Without the races represented, it simply won't be a fair choice. You understand?
Fair choice. Was she like whoever you're trying to make happy, picking a favorite?
Not exactly. That would imply that it's an arbitrary choice left to someone else, when in fact it's up for all of us to determine through our own strengths. I intend to be the champion of the Blue Dragons, but we will all need our own champions if the choosing is to be fair.
I mean, it's kind of surprising that metallic dragons are involved too. I kind of figured with how like evil and bad juju this is, I figured it'd just be chromatic. Not to be racist, but I mean brother to a brother.
Tiamat has her ways. They are not necessarily all my ways, but her judgment will be absolute.
Neat. Out of curiosity, how high of a drop is this?
Let me see if it's in the room notes.
Exactly high enough to kill Langdedrosa if I pushed him off of it.
It's definitely not very high.
Well, it would have to be 10,000.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to get through his armor.
Dragon Hatchery.
It's the bottom, takes 0
is,
damage.
It's about 15 feet down. Not much of a drop for people who are like reasonably competent.
I had an idea, but that's just not going to work nearly as well as I thought.
Goldilocks throws himself off and just like hits the ground like, ah! That's it.
No, I was thinking of maybe going for a shitty sneak attack on this guy.
Oh,
That would have
Goldilocks.
been awesome, but yeah, no.
Now, we should get back to your training. We'll have plenty of time on the road, but there's nothing else to do with our time now.
Yeah, all right.
It occurs to me. You seem to have a misapprehension about the purpose of the Cult of the Dragon, at least as far as I see it.
You guys do weird hand signals, that's all I got.
It's undoubtedly true that the cult serves Tiamat, but through it, it is a conduit to all of dragonkind. You're mistaken if you think that you wouldn't have a place among our order as a metallic dragon. Dragon's blood is dragon's blood.
I guess. Huh. So,
He tosses you a scimitar. Defend yourself.
yeah, that's mine.
Alright, we'll cut away again.
I will kill.
Bullaboo.
I won't bother hiding the
Yeah,
room
that's
again,
fine.
but stuff's going on
Yeah.
there. And we'll cut back to the rest of the party.
All right, do we like? I don't want to sound like a psychopath, but should we go and kill that guy while he's dazed?
Oh yeah, of course. Let's go.
I can't abide by such things. I'll let you guys do it.
No, Flora, this is a.
Well,
this
you're
is
on my
a-
back, so you're coming with me
No,
anyway.
we're party to murder
This is gonna
now.
be-
I mean,
No,
I'm
this is-
only.
This is gonna be a unanimous decision, so if you guys aren't cool with it, that's fine. We won't.
I mean,
do
I'm
it.
only fine with like killing in self-defense. Like, I don't just want to go up and like hit somebody.
All right, let's just go look at him for a bit then.
Yeah, we
I
should
mean,
know where he
I could
is.
just wait here and not watch. Like, I mean, you
We-
guys
we-
do
we-
you.
We'll just see him. We won't attack him. The reason I think we all need to be in on this, quite frankly, I don't think we can take him unless it's all 4 of us. Okay.
Hey, hello, there he is.
It's one
Yeah,
of those.
He's just
Yes,
hanging
that's one
out.
of those.
Yeah, this man is staring into the wall of the cave here.
Oh wow!
Right.
Oh no, that's one of the Burly boys. Yeah, they're wanted dead or alive. It's okay. They're despicable people.
Those damn burly boys.
Oh, just hey, is this
They drive me to drink.
Have we been in this room before? No, I guess not.
You don't recognize that room now.
Okay.
So, if this guy's charmed, does that mean that he's gonna do this regardless, or if we distract him, will he break out of it?
Usually, a
You-
charm is like if they do something that will kill them, then they snap out of it, or they get a chance to. I don't remember.
You don't know exactly what Adelian told this guy to do. It looks like he either hasn't noticed you or isn't reacting to your presence, but almost certainly if you take an overtly hostile action against him, the spell will end.
That's usually how that works. We could just leave him, I guess.
Yeah, he said we have like a half an hour. Let's try and find
Oh,
Goldilocks
I
first.
do have these manacles. I kind of just want to throw them on him.
Ooh, I like that. Let's do that.
I've always wanted to apprehend one of the Burly boys.
All right, do you think we
I'll give
can?
it a shot.
Okay, I'll be here in case we need to hit him.
Oh, if you want, I could
He,
cast Hold Person on him so he can't move
turns around
regardless.
as you approach. Oh, it's you.
Step.
You.
Going to throw the handcuffs on him. Can I sleight of hand handcuff him?
Sure. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Click.
Well, what am I supposed to do with these?
Have fun.
Just sit there and look pretty. You're doing a great job.
Darling.
Well, that's good. I was told I would.
That was fun. Gilligan, you're fun. We're fun.
That was fun.
I picture that as like this really sunshiny Flora. That was fun. You're fun. Camera cuts back and the shot reverse shot. Gilligan is halfway through this guy's neck with a saw. That was fun. All right, which way do you think Goldilocks is?
Maybe down these stairs?
I don't want to out my partner, but I'm going to not say this out loud, but quietly perception for muffled sobbing.
Alright.
There's a trail of tears over here.
You should just hear, "Ow, baby!"
Listen, we're known as the crybaby duo around the Harpers.
Oh no!
That makes sense.
You don't hear anything. Just the sound of this guy standing down here. Oh, nice
So happy. Shall we pick a direction and go then?
Yeah, I'm up for stairs. I miss leg day.
Okay.
It doesn't really count if you're going down. Unless these are upstairs, I can't tell. I think
Is
they're
that
down.
how you became so? She motions to your long legs.
I don't know. I think I just started this way.
Oh, I'm envious. Okay.
Okay, Flora, give me a perception check.
She's also gonna try to be sneaky about this. Ooh, good perception. Let's see if my stealth is good. Stealth is very good.
Yo!
Finally!
Oh yeah, silent and like you see unseen. All right, so Flora, you come down here. You can see this chamber, now vacant, has a bunch of small piles of hay and straw mats and some gross, like, probably kobold shit smeared around. Probably this is the kobold house.
Great.
Guys, I found the kobold house. Cover your noses.
And you can see these stairs continue down further.
There's another staircase. Let's go. You never know what might be at the bottom. Also, I'm going to be honest, I'm scared.
Okay, I'll reveal some more. I can smooth the whole area.
Dun 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 dun.
So yeah, these stairs
Does
go.
this lead
tunnel
here?
wraps around and goes underneath.
We should be able to hear like metal clanging, right?
Yeah. So as you come along here, this is also part of Flora's perception check. Flora, at least, you can hear sounds of fighting and occasional voices. It doesn't sound as brutal and desperate as most of the fighting has been while
Flora,
you've been
like-
here.
Oh man,
There's
stop hitting my
Flora,
hands!
Flora puts a finger up to her lips and does the like slow down. She perks up her ears and listens for back sass.
Toughen up.
Man, just
You
stop
have
hitting me, man.
tails there for a reason.
Hey, what happens when you tenderize meat? Doesn't get any harder.
I hear someone being a whiny baby. I don't. You are
Is
lying.
that what he told you?
You are lying.
Goldilocks expresses his confidence in unique ways.
Man, this fucking hurts.
Oh, for once, Stamp looks at someone else like, you don't know, do you?
I have the utmost faith in my partner. Okay. Let's creep on.
Okay. You're I'll let Flora keep using her 25 for now because it would
Thank
be
you.
silly to not let that happen. But anyone else who wants to go further should roll a stealth check.
I will.
I'm not gonna ruin this.
I'll just hang in the back.
How you doing, Tobias? We don't talk much.
Oh, Gilligan.
Oh, you know, just terrified.
He waltzes down the
sad.
stairs all by himself.
Oh my
Ave
god.
Maria.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hang on.
Hang on, I have to kill Gilligan now.
So, Goldilocks, give me a perception check. This will be opposed by Langdodrosis to see which of you notices Gilligan first. If you win this one,
Oh no.
you'll have a shot at trying to shoo him away or like distract Langdodrosis so that he doesn't see. All right, here we go. The odds are not in your favor.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me even a little
May
bit.
the odds ever be in your favor.
Oh no!
You did your best.
When you
All right.
try your best, but you don't succeed.
And you have
All
a
right,
bad time,
Gilligan,
and
you just
then
fucking
sneeze.
waltz down the stairs,
Does
swaying
a little
in your
spin when he gets to the
For
bottom.
a season pass, Ave Maria begins to
weird
play.
snake slither walk. And you just stroll into this room and you're like, oh hey, it's this place again. Once again, Langdodrosa is right fucking there. As he's fighting Goldilocks, he looks over your shoulder, Goldilocks.
What?
Everyone is terrible but me.
Oh, you're not happy to see me? Come on, brighten up.
Hey, they're alive! You didn't lie! Oh, wait,
I'm
wait,
alive.
Nope,
whoa.
I sure didn't. Draws sword.
Whoa, hey. We're the deal. You want to be an honorable dragon?
Oh my god.
Ooh, are you keeping secrets?
check.
Alright, you really fucked us here, Gallagher. Luckily, Goldilocks is a fucking god.
That's not Gilligan, that's two kobolds.
I don't speak Draconic.
Alright, Goldilocks rolling on a
Langdodrosa
20.
looks back to you for a moment, Goldilocks. Turns back to Gilligan. He does stop going for his sword, but he walks up to you, Gilligan, and picks you up off the ground by your collar.
Ooh.
What are you doing here, and what have you done with my guards?
Hold on, I need to remember. Okay, one was looking at a wall, and we prettied him up a little. The other one... What happened to him? Hold on. I don't even remember at this point, but I'm mostly here just to check things out, you know.
Man, what are you doing?
You're so lucky that I've already made a deal with your friend here. You will turn around. You will return to your cell. I will see to it. And you will stay there. Or else, I will simply have to butcher every last one of you.
I mean, that sounds fair, but can I help out Goldilocks a little bit? He seems a little roughed up.
Picks up Gilligan.
Oh, come on!
Salutes to Langdodrosa. Drags Gilligan up the stairs.
I was doing good. Why'd you have to come and ruin it?
Anyone have a problem with
Come
what I
with me.
did?
What?
I'm not letting you out of my sight a second time.
Yeah, alright. Hey, man, like, listen, they're good people. They'll go back to their cell.
Yeah, Stamp was literally actually dragging him back to the cell.
Gilligan was gonna do it. He just wanted to heal Goldie.
Stamp doesn't believe.
You don't believe him.
Unbelievable.
Ooh, it's a parade. Look, everyone's coming.
Floor.
See, that's the pretty man I told you about.
Watching with empty eyes.
I imagine Gilligan's hefted over Stamp's shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
No, Stamp was like, I bet he doesn't like Gilligan. So in a stealth diplomacy, just has been dragging Gilligan by his butt along the floor.
This is just like, Gilligan,
yeah.
what did you do?
Stamp is careful not to get hooked.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a perception for signs of fight / blood trail, but he'll have disadvantage because of your cunning bit of subterfuge.
Hooray!
But it's Langdodrosa, and he's a fucking monster.
What are you talking about? Advantage always helps us in regards to Langdodrosa. 7? 11's kind of bad.
Yeah, if he notices, he doesn't say anything. He opens up the curtain, watches you walk inside. I'm not even going to bother putting your bindings back on, since clearly there's no point. You stay in here. We'll have to train here, so that I can keep an eye on them, because clearly I cannot trust anyone else to do anything!
Hey, no, you don't have to yell.
Pick up your swords!
Man, I've been holding them.
Well, drop them and pick them up!
Your friends are trying my patience.
Yeah. Hey, man, would you like a song? Did that calm you down? I'll let you think on that.
He said fine.
Okay, let's see here. I have my quiver of musical instruments. Would you like the lute, bongos?
You have a fucking quiver, I forgot!
Yes, quiver of instruments, baby. You know,
I feel so bad for Langdodrosa.
You know what? Listen, how about some war drums with these bongos?
It's a pretty good tune, actually. You have.
Hold on. Am I high or do I hear bongos?
You have talent, and I am simply beside myself that this is how you chose to use it.
See, Langdodrosa, listen, you're all about like physical strength. I'm all about mental warfare. I'm just tearing you down emotionally.
You're not wrong.
Flora's like picked herself up. You back up slightly. She's like, oh, now Goldilocks is playing his instrument. That means he's really got him on the ropes. Also, don't do drugs, Gilligan.
You can't tell me what to do.
Please don't do drugs.
Perhaps I have to move the eggs up here.
Okay.
I don't like leaving them unguarded either.
What? What's up?
This would be easier if I had anyone left.
You got
I can't
me.
produce any evidence, but I'm quite certain you've killed the rest of my guards.
No, I didn't do it.
Not you, them.
Why'd you say you?
I think he meant like a
smacks
general
you across the face.
Oh, come on, baby. I didn't deserve that.
I love it. He's just some angry grandpa now.
Hoard of the Dragon Queen, an experiment in how far we can push Aram to not kill us.
So, do you think
Goldie. Oh,
do you think
no,
we
go
can
on.
get the drop on this guy with a shifty hold person?
Well, okay, I'm sorry. You actually want to fight Langdodrosa?
I mean,
What? No, I'm cool with just sitting here.
I think Hold Person will let us not fight him. I sure have 2 of those.
You guys, can I be completely honest with you? So the first time when Goldie fought Langdodrosa, I thought he seemed like a pretty cool guy. And then it turned out he was a pretty cool guy. And then the second time, he didn't kill us. I kind of don't want to be mean to him.
I mean,
I see your
guess,
point.
But I also don't want to spend the rest of my days a prisoner of a dragon cult.
I also want my book back so I can leave.
That's fair. I also want to deliver my mail.
I mean, we all have our dreams and
Jesus, well-
aspirations. I guess we can wait, but after a while we'll have to do something if we just don't get let go.
I'm not very good at this kind of thing, but what if we just ask him nicely if we can run some errands in between, you know, the prisoner?
He won't let us do that. He'll think we
Because
just
we
run away.
Hmm.
I mean, yes.
No, he...
I like to imagine all of this is 100% audible from down the hallway.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for whisper.
Oh, Gilligan's not whispering at all.
Okay.
Laura's whispering.
Oh, hey.
I guess I'll roll.
Luckily, I was just talking about how
Yeah,
cool he
that's-
was.
That's
Yeah, no,
that's
Flora
true.
was the one who was like, we should mess this guy up.
Very well. Here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I don't like leaving the eggs unguarded, and I can't spare anyone else up here. So we're simply going to have to take them elsewhere. They'll have to undergo the last phase of hatching when we can get them to a suitable climate. I don't want your friends following us, and I agreed not to kill them, which is a very difficult position to put me in. I may have to break them so that they can't follow us.
I'm sorry. Break my friends.
Just whatever parts of them are necessary to ensure that they'll still be there when they're...
Hey, listen. I mean, I don't think they're gonna stir up any more trouble. Like,
You don't have any more guys. We killed them all.
because like, let's be real. You've proven yourself time and time again. You're just better than us. All right, it's not up for debate. You just are. So, why the hell would they stir up more trouble?
In the distance, you hear Gilligan doing anything.
Make a persuasion check. I'm gonna say you have disadvantage because every previous behavior you guys have undertaken has been to stir up more trouble.
Okay, that's not great. Okay. Okay.
Looks like we've got a fight.
Aw.
Right.
I have an idea. Don't worry.
You come with me to get the eggs. I don't trust anyone else to handle them but our own kind.
Can we at least go say bye to my friend? All right. Let's see here. As we're going, do I have?
You guys hear them leave, by the way.
God, I wish there was a way I could leave a message for them real quick of like where their equipment is, so they know where they could get it.
What about a tearful goodbye? No, he's gone.
You can hear bongos in the distance.
You guys are Harpers who are secret agents. Perhaps you would be versed in Morse code, which could be conveyed on a bongo.
That would be kind of neat, but I don't think so, unfortunately.
I tried.
You've probably got secret Harper codes. Whether you can convey them just with a rhythm is... You know what? Just make a perform check. If you roll really high, I'll say that you actually had worked out this possibility ahead of time and have a code set up.
I'm too scared.
He bongoed his way out of my life the way he bongoed into it, crying and playing the bongos.
That's how you bongo into someone's life. Normally you're playing the bongo.
And crying. That's the more important part.
While we're at it, take your armor.
Yeah, all right.
We won't be coming back to this place.
Goldilocks like knocks over the chest. There's just like a loud noise. Oh, all this equipment made a big mess.
I think you're too far away.
I'm hoping that with the
I'll let
echo,
you guys roll
that's
perception checks
hilarious.
if you roll very high.
we roll very high to detect Goldilocks being a fucking
No, we suck.
Tamias,
Tamias,
Yep.
with a
I'll
clutch
try.
20.
Oh, middling roll. I'm sorry, man. I just like this has been a scary day.
Good God.
So funny.
Oh man.
All right.
That's
So-
our future down there. I need to ask you, now that you've heard a bit from me, how much do you value this? How much do you
There's.
care about anything that I've said in the past hour?
I'm gonna be real. I fully don't understand precisely. Like, I get the whole being champions for dragons and all that, but I don't really get what it is you're getting out of this.
You don't. I wonder if you ever will. I don't understand what there is to not understand.
I mean,
If you could shape your entire race's destiny, why wouldn't you?
I don't know, but it sounds like we'd be crushing a lot of decent people in the process. That's not how I roll.
Their lives matter to you in the general case? The other races?
I mean, you saw all those people I was with. I like them a lot. They're good people. I mean, I understand why you don't. I understand why you don't like them. Like, you know, they've caused a bit of trouble, but from my perspective, they're pretty solid.
Goldilocks, make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Perhaps appropriately.
Yo, fucking Goldilocks is a god at persuasion.
Oh, hooray!
Oh, we don't deserve these 20s.
Bad roll on that. He might have just decided you weren't worth the trouble and killed you, but there's no way I can do that now.
Yeah, baby!
Aram just sighs. Gotta find excuses to keep him alive for another episode.
That's all right. You'll understand in time. It's a lot to take in the abstract. I feel you may not have had the same history as I have with seeing our race fully realized. Perhaps seeing these eggs hatch will do the trick. Well, let's get them out then.
Let's see here. Before he moved away from there,
Okay.
with my poison dagger, I'm going to use my mobile flourish. You can expend one use of your bardic inspiration that causes weapon to deal extra damage to the target hit. The damage equals blah, 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 blah. You can also push the target 5 feet away plus a number of feet equal to the die. So my hope is I can hit him, get him poisoned, knock him over the cliff, make him fall prone, allowing me to run back, grab everyone's equipment, sprint to them, and we can get the fuck out of here.
God.
Okay.
To elongate the suspense of that, I have an image that
Oh,
I've
yeah.
drawn. Yeah, hang on, it's uploading to Imgur.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the plan that you guys want,
no,
but
this
I'm
is
like,
cool.
I mean, it's really up to you. Here.
I don't see a positive way out of this. That's real good.
That's it. That's
Oh
what
my
the
God.
dragon
In a
queen.
nutshell.
Damn, son.
All right, Will.
Do I have
Sure.
advantage by chance? Because I don't think he'd see this coming. You could say no.
I'm gonna say he does not see it coming because you rolled so high on that persuasion
Oh, thank
that
God.
he is not perceiving you as threatening right now. So
Right.
yes, you can have your surprise attack advantage.
Oh, 19!
Oh!
And that's with the dagger of cheating. Oh, and then I roll
that
a D6.
16 would not have hit, so it's good.
And
All
then a
right.
D6. So he gets
As
thrown
he-
10 feet and he takes 5 extra damage. So it's 8 damage altogether, and then that poison thing.
Okay. As he turns to walk to the stairs, you quietly draw the knife that Lenithon gave you, study his armor for a moment, and then in a dramatic overhand flourish that he does not see coming, just plunge it into his side. The sheer force sending him careening off the edge and down into the pit. I'll make his acrobatics to see if he can avoid taking some falling damage. Acrobatics is
So what does this dagger do?
It was some kind of
that should be a disadvantage, but he fails either way. You don't know exactly, but Lenithon basically said that she created a special poison from her own blood, which to some extent he shares, that will incapacitate him if he's wounded with this knife. Here is his Constitution save against that effect. It is a very high DC, though.
Ooh.
Oh,
He passes, I assume.
for the moment, yeah.
Uh,
So you plunge the knife into him. He falls off the cliff. So that's 8 slashing damage, and then he's going to take 2d6 falling damage in this elongated action sequence. 2d6.
This is a great music pick for this.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So that's a total of 15 damage.
And then, I don't know if it, like, I assume that's like a surprise round. If there's another round, am I able to also cast heat metal on his breastplate?
That was surprise.
Yeah.
We're going to roll initiative.
Great.
He collapses wordlessly into the pit, and at first you're like, "Yes, I fucking got him!" And then he slowly stands up, slightly unsteadily, looks up at you, face largely impassive.
I mean, come on. You're the honorable one.
I wanted
I'm Goldilocks.
so badly for you to not be a lost cause, but I see I was wasting my time.
We all make mistakes, baby.
Roll initiative.
+2.
Motherfucker!
Bye, Goldilocks.
Oh my god, I just...
I mean, I would say
Boy, oh boy.
I feel like no, because we wouldn't know this is happening. Like we could try to do our own stuff, but like
That is...
we don't know this is
Holy
happening.
fuck.
For the
That is-
moment, this is one-on-one.
That is fucking hilarious. Are you shitting
I
me?
can't believe.
He doesn't rush at you or anything. He just slowly... What is his move speed? Let's see.
He's probably wearing heavy armor.
I'm pretty sure he has the same movement speed as us.
3, 4, 5, 6. He just walks up the stairs and draws his sword. Defend yourself.
Yeah. All right. So, what I'm gonna do... Yeah, I can't outrun this motherfucker. I guess what I'll try then... yeah, I'm just gonna go with the heat metal on his, I'll do it on his sword. I gotta... Oh, no, he's just lightning me.
Well, the lightning is gonna be in the equation regardless. I think he wants to kill you with his sword.
Yeah. All right. I will heat metal his breastplate then. So, he needs to do a... Oh, he's probably gonna beat it. DC... Well, let me get the description as well for this. Choose a manufactured metal object, yada yada yada. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause the damage again. If a creature is wearing or holding the object that causes it to take damage, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if they can. If they can't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. So
Okay.
he has...
So he takes the damage regardless.
Yep, he'll take the damage regardless, because it's his breastplate, because he can't drop it.
Yep.
And because of that, he also has disadvantage on attack rolls right now.
He grimaces as his breastplate glows red, and you can smell flesh burning.
And because of that, yeah, I guess I should probably just hang out here, because if I... Well, he's got disadvantage right now. I should take this chance to run away. He's got... Yeah, I'm gonna risk it for Dibis... Yeah, well... Actually, if I hang out here, I can use one of my other abilities next round to boost my defenses.
Yeah, but then he'll no longer have I would book it now.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he'll
Don't you run away! If you can't live with a little dignity, then at least die with it!
No. So
All right,
disadvantage,
he's
baby.
gonna swing at you as you go.
I don't blame him.
Disadvantage.
He's gonna kill you in one hit.
Yeah, probably.
How much health do you have, Goldilocks?
13.
That. Yeah, my AC's fucking 13.
Okay. You take 9 slashing damage as his sword passes through you for real this time.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good. He just had to roll exactly my fucking AC, didn't he? Oh, bonus action, healing word on myself.
Good idea.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, that helps.
All right. Here he come. Actually, at the start of his turn, he has to repeat the save. Not
he's
for
just-
your heat metal, but for the knife.
Oh!
Oh, this should not have. It's just the first one. Oh
Well,
fuck! That's a
The
one.
first one's a crit fail.
Brutal.
Oh shit, you're real fast.
I hate to cleave your head from your shoulders, but here we are.
I hate to cleave your head from your shoulders, but I love to watch it roll.
He marches up the stairs towards you, swings his sword out to the side, and begins to bring it around in an arc. And as he does so, you hear a little like, and his sword kind of like slows down and sails over your head as he steps back down the stairs once. What did you do to me?
I cheated.
Just fucking
He
run, please.
crumples and rolls down to the bottom of the stairs, sword clattering off to the side. And combat is over.
What?
Oh.
Go ahead and make a medicine check, Goldilocks.
Wow. What? Oh shit, not with advantage, sorry, so that 9.
9. Okay, you're not quite sure what his condition is right now, but he looks like he is some flavor of paralyzed.
Okay.
Can't
Well,
you, like, coup de grace or something?
I'm gonna run up, I'm gonna take his great sword, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna keep that breastplate continuously burning as a bonus action as I'm running around, because I don't think there's a range on it. I think I can just keep on bonus action as a concentration, just burning him.
How long does heat metal last?
Let's see here. Great question. Range 60 feet, up to 1 minute. Well, I
Okay.
think it's for the initial casting.
Range
need
is
to-
60 feet for the casting, yeah. After that, it's, so you can have up to 10 rounds.
All right, so cool. Goldilocks is gonna take that great sword and then just sprint on up here. And he's gonna grab the box of equipment. And then as a bonus action, keep on activating the burning.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I gotta roll that damage, don't I? 7 more fire damage.
Okay.
I fucked up! I fucked up! I fucked up!
You fucked up?
I fucked up!
Oh, watch the curtain! Don't touch it!
Yeah, I that's okay. More
Should we
fire
leave?
damage.
Yeah, now? Flora's made her
Yeah,
own
he's-
bongos and she's playing them in the corner.
Yeah.
Gilligan picks her up.
Yeah,
Did you
no,
get the eggs? I guess not.
Oh, fuck. We gotta go around him. He's right next to him. Come on.
What? Did you kill him?
No, he's burning alive.
Goldilocks, you did it! Okay, let's
All right.
go!
Wait a
I
minute, I
gotta
still need to find my book!
roll more fire
Tobias trails
damage.
behind.
I'd like
He
to
takes
remind you
another
guys there's
11.
another guy
That's
at the
true.
front.
This seems like the bigger issue, though. Goldilocks,
I know,
I'm
I'm
so
just saying,
proud.
so
You're
not
so
so-
confident.
Goldilocks drops a box at the top of the stairs. Grab your shit. Come on.
Oh boy, he's not there anymore.
Oh!
I'm just gonna roll another fire. Maybe it burns a little more.
That's it, I've had this! By the powers that be, I command you to yield! I cast Old Person on him. I'm tired of you following us! I just want my
Here's-
book
here's
and I
his
want to go
wisdom save.
home! Yeah, I need to... what does it be,
That does
13?
Succeed, yeah.
Oh no. Listen, I'm actually
Yeah,
like
we feel
genuinely
terrible about
sorry.
this. The eggs!
East smoke rising from the underside of his breastplate.
I'm sorry, you should have just let me have my book, let's get out of here!
Out of curiosity, how damaged is he looking? Like, is he near death or?
It looks... It's hard to... With that 9 medicine, I'm gonna say you're not really sure, because he's also paralyzed, and you're not sure how much of that is the spell or the poison, or him actually being close to death.
Can I make a check to see if my letters are in here?
Sure.
Oh yeah, wait, where's the box that has her stuff? Is it up here?
Like,
Yeah.
Goldilocks
Oh,
got
okay.
our stuff.
Yeah,
got our
Oh, got all of
so-
it. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. What were? Oh, the mail that was stolen, which was your theoretical original motivation, right?
Yes. I mean, we haven't had a chance to rest or deliver mail, really. But yeah.
Yes. Some of them are.
More fire damage.
You also notice, so there's the crate with your stuff in it. There is what looks like the chest from Mondath's room, which you can see has her robes as well as the key and book sitting in it. And then there's another chest in front of what looks like the main carving down here.
Okay. Can Judging by what Goldilocks knows of those eggs, could not Stamp carry those eggs?
They're kind of like watermelon size and weight.
Oh, okay,
right now.
they're fine.
Like they're bulky and heavy, but not like
Flora's going to
impossibly so.
very quickly cast her eyes around the room and try to find just the blue dragon eggs.
Okay, go ahead and make a knowledge for dragons. I guess knowledge arcana.
Ooh. No chance I could use investigation. That's probably fine.
I'll let you you'll get different information with investigation, but you can try that.
Certainly
Yeah.
what I'm good at. Oh, and I certainly still roll low.
You can see that not all the eggs look the same, but you're not sure which are the blue dragon eggs. There aren't just like 3 blue eggs and the rest are not blue.
And she specifically told us that we'd know when we saw them. Maybe it's obvious to her.
Flora begins having yet another panic attack.
Also, dragons assume that dragons are the most important thing, so of course only a fucking idiot.
Flora's
would know.
back in the corner.
Would Timaeus
Maybe
know
they're
anything
invisible like their mother.
Would Timaeus know anything about dragon eggs? Can I do like a fucking...
Knowledge Arcana.
Yeah, you can make knowledge arcana.
While you're doing that, Stamp's gonna run over to the other thing and hope that there's one of those elusive 1 per continent health potions in there. Or anything.
Gilligan, can you check Langdedrosa? How's he doing?
Ooh, let me take a gander. How you feeling, buddy?
Oh my god.
He does not respond. You're not sure if it's because he's paralyzed or unconscious or both.
All right, I would like to lean down and like pat him and check him and see.
Okay, make a medicine check. Timaeus, using your knowledge of dragons on these eggs, you're pretty sure it's a 3-and-3 split by species, and you think you know which ones are the blue dragon eggs.
Okay, I think I know which ones are the blue dragon eggs. Which one do I think are the blue dragon eggs?
These two and this one.
Okay, allow me to double check.
I'm gonna just do a little like, alright, there you go.
I'll get over there.
You agree?
I'll get over there. I'm just waiting for everything to resolve.
Stamp, you come over to this chest. I will describe it briefly. So this is like a very fancy wooden and pearl lacquered chest. And it is closed and appears to be locked at the moment.
We use the key on it.
Okay, the key from Mondath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure someone grabbed that, yeah.
Appears to fit into the lock, and it pops open.
Okay. Inside is a second Mondath.
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Back up, Mondath.
On
Mondath, the Mondath.
I hoped I wouldn't have to use this.
No, I'm using it.
Let's see. Chest in the corner. Chest in the corner. Where the fuck are the contents of the chest in the corner? This
Don't worry, it's
this
probably
thing is
not a health
not
potion.
organized well.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Okay. The chest contains what appear to be a few of the choicest items seized during the cult's recent treasure raids. And so inside you find a string of pearls, a golden sapphire ring, and a pouch containing a half-dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones.
Wow. Take
All
that.
all told, you're guessing if you pawned these, you could get close to like 1,800 gold.
Stamp wouldn't take them, but the party will, so I'll just take them to speed up time. I know! I'll use this chest to store the eggs!
He says, taking everything else and putting it.
Oh, there you go. That's fun.
All right.
And then Gilligan rolled a 22 on medicine. How is he on health?
Here, I'll stay paused here while we figure out what Langdedros is doing.
Because if he actually like,
he has suffered very severe burns. If Goldilocks keeps going for the full duration, he will probably die.
all right, is he like unconscious?
In Gilligan's medical opinion, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna trust a 22, and I will. Once Gilligan gets away from Langdedros, I will stop the casting of heat metal.
All right. Before that, Gilligan leans down and whispers something in his ear, which I will send to Aram.
Oh, secrets. Okay. The rest of you are.
And then he saunters away, la-di-da, pats Goldilocks on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I guess Stamp will also run in and do his prerequisite egg check that everyone's failing.
Yeah, I'll do one as well.
I mean, if nothing else, we can just take all of them.
This is true, so I'll do an Arcana.
I want one for me.
Man, you guys know nothing about dragons? Yeah, Stamp gets me.
Yeah, Stamp and Goldie did pretty well.
Stamp read some mail about dragons once, and Goldilocks is a dragon man.
Here come.
Yes,
Shit,
you
you're right.
agree with Tamias's analysis that these three have the sheen and the color you'd expect for blue dragon eggs. These three
oh yeah.
look like 2 black dragon eggs and 1 red dragon egg.
Oh, we do not want that red dragon egg.
Why not?
Red dragons are bad news. They are basically just, if they get into position of power, they're just tyrants. They just destroy everything. Black dragons are much better than black dragons.
All right, Stamp being the best mail carrier is going to he is going to put the eggs. He's gonna. There was some hay somewhere, right? Like you mentioned.
Yeah,
there
the
was, like,
kobold town.
Ah, that's too far away.
I
That's
can
not
run
the
very
way.
fast. Don't go grab it.
No, don't. I'm sure he has a bunch of other shit that can be used as like packing peanuts for these.
Should be, yeah.
For these eggs. He puts them in the chest with packing peanuts, puts the chest in his bag.
Flora's going to.
So, and then
Flora
writes
runs
fragile
over and
on
grabs
it.
Mondav's robe and uses it to like pack the edges of this thing, wrap it up nice.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right, Gilligan, if you want an egg, pick it. And I probably break the other 2.
Red or black? Red or black? Direct eye contact with Goldie.
Are you
Black
taking
is
one
more
of
your
these?
color.
What is,
Tamias
sorry? People were
You know-
yelling, I couldn't hear you.
Black.
Alright, I'll
Alright.
go with black.
All right, Gilligan, let me give you a heads up on the big difference between these two. This is going to be a fire dragon, and if it gets to be a big dragon, everything within a couple miles is going to turn into volcanic wasteland. You pick that one, it's going to be overgrowth, and all water is going to turn into acid.
Tamias, you know that scene in Aladdin when they're in like they're about to get the lamp and like a booze looking at like the big red gem? That's like
Yeah.
Tamias right now with like this egg, like, oh, so much knowledge to be gained, so much to learn. He swipes it.
There's time now.
Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
time. His glasses break. Oh
Well-
no!
Well, I hate to be this guy, but I'm not letting the red dragon get out of here. Goldilocks is just going to smash this egg.
Alright, you don't really need to make a check.
Wait, which one was this one over here?
That's a black.
Oh, oh, fuck, I wanted the red one. Oh well, I thought this was the red one. Oh well, I'll just take the black one.
I
Both
mean,
are cool.
If you can try and
Yeah,
convince
but
Goldilocks.
is okay with it.
Oh, but I'm actually bad at convincing people to do things. Tamias would just be like, blah blah knowledge, and Goldilocks would be like, man, I don't give a fuck, and like step on it. So
Like everyone has a pretty solid Goldilocks impression.
It's not hard.
it's not, yeah, it's just that.
You can try and convince Goldilocks if you can give him a really good reason as to why you want this red dragon egg.
I actually don't know what to say. Like I
Alright,
can't,
well,
I can't
then-
do it in character because I don't know. So I'm taking this black one, I guess.
All right, this red egg is gone then. There's no way we can risk having a red dragon get out there.
Right,
What a black
you
dragon do
smash
that,
the egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hear a sort of like, and
brutal.
little sort of like dragon, more than like a dragon embryo because these weren't that far from hatching, but a sort of underformed, underbaked dragon whelp dies.
Oh man.
I wonder if you can eat that.
I'm not finding out.
Goldilocks.
All right.
Gilligan, what the fuck?
Did Stamp pick up all the blue eggs, or Oh.
Yeah, Stamp has secured all the eggs
Okay,
he was told to
fantastic.
deliver. And peeks around the corner to see if Langdedrosa is gonna go and grab him at the last minute.
No, Langdedrosa is still crumpled up against the wall there.
Okay.
Wait, Flora, you still got
No,
the manacles?
unfortunately. Wait, yes, actually, we've got Stamp's manacles. Flora's going to take the manacles she took off Stamp and throw them on this guy.
Guys, that is the wrong way. Oh wait, no, I'm going up the ladder way. Okay.
Left hand, manacles.
We should not split up, Gilligan.
I really should
It's
throw this on
fine.
an unconscious person.
Oh my god, I will help you.
We're manacled together.
I'm just real scared. I want to go home.
We're somehow manacled together. Goldilocks, how does it always end up like this?
Easily. Gilligan, what the fuck?
Looking
Just
good,
taking
guys.
the ladder.
Oh, okay. Gilligan, you reemerge into Mondath's chamber down here, which I'll reveal.
Where she has respawned.
Yep. Like you do.
Boink.
Gilligan went the other way. I don't know why the hell he did that.
Flora
done all we can.
fervently undoes the manacles from the two of them. Oh, okay, goodness.
I hope Gilligan has another hold person. Does anyone else have another hold person?
I do.
Right?
I
I do.
don't even know that spell.
I have one more hold person.
We're gonna need to use it on this bruiser coming up.
Go ahead and make
Do
a
my
make a
best.
perception check, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the evil Y.
I don't want to see that again.
Goldilocks.
Oh,
Ooh,
Goldie.
Goldie.
I'm just trying to get us out of here, man.
Goldilocks is the only party member allowed to roll 20s.
You peer up the top of the stairs, and Gilligan, you come from the other side. This berserker at first blush appears to be standing there, but when you peer closer, you notice that actually his throat has been cut, and he's actually like propped up against this column.
Nice.
Of course, a friend.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's not a secret. There's not a secret boss. Flora, one last check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this guy's great axe just so we've got it.
There's one more column.
Okay.
Let's do it. Hiya!
Hiya!
Can we run out of here this time?
Crits.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if in the module it said,
If they try to escape after failing twice already, another dragon claw spawn.
A black dragon.
Okay,
shows
hang
up
on,
and
now
says,
group
I
up so
want
I
to
can
make a
copy you.
deal.
Okay. I feel so bad for Langdedrosa.
Me too.
Yeah.
I deserve to die.
No, that was awesome. That was a great scene.
Yeah, I think that would have been a really cool spot for Goldilocks to genuinely die, but then I don't know how the rest of the party wouldn't have been murdered.
Yeah, because we didn't know what was up. So yeah.
All right, you reemerge here.
Run, everybody, run!
is there a patch of dragon grass?
Not this far into the valley, no.
Oh my god.
Lenithon didn't specify exactly where she would meet you, but outside the mouth of the valley is roughly what she
I
said.
will be so glad when we
Okay.
put this camp behind us forever.
Guys, you want to get drinks
Yes.
after this?
Yeah, I said like let's go get something to eat.
Goldilocks,
Totally.
I want to have a word after this too.
Uh-huh.
About how good you did.
Thank you. Running, please.
I got the book.
Don't worry.
I'm so glad.
This time I can be your athletic mount. Flora runs in front of Timaeus and offers to give him a piggyback.
I mean, all right, here we go. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm under you.
Scoot.
Oh well.
As they pass tents, they Scooby-Doo and switch who is the piggybacky and the piggybacker.
Hee hee.
Timaeus grabs some like lids for garbage cans and they fly and take off. Whee!
Okay. A short time after you make your way out of the valley, like you're roughly around here, and you see a shadow pass overhead.
An invisible shadow?
Here comes Mama.
Lenithon touches down in front of you.
Hi.
Stamp takes out the bag, takes out the chest, takes out the dragon eggs. And hang on. He lays them one by one very neatly, and then takes out a little clipboard. Can you sign this? Just like a little scratch at the bottom.
Lenithon ignores you for the moment and peers down
Understandable.
at the
Just
eggs
wants to see
you
your
delivered
babies.
her.
Stamp leans over and goes, I mean, I'm actually supposed to repossess the items if they're valuable and not signed for, but I think I can let it slide.
Stamp, I love you with all my heart. I'll kill you.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Stamp like looks at Goldilocks. Goldilocks has like some kind of claw-ish hand, right?
Yeah.
Can I persuade you to break the postman's code while I'm covers his eyes with his hands? Not aware. Whistle, 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 whistle.
He's already done it.
Gildan.
You shut up over there for a moment. Yes, all present and accounted for, I believe.
You believe?
Well, you've done fine work. You look as though you had some difficulties.
Man, I don't even know if, like, it's the same day. It could be like a month. I don't know how long we were in there, man.
It was no problem, ma'am, he salutes. A postman's job is never...
Spits up blood.
It's just everything hurts, baby. He just falls to his knees.
Must say I was beginning to get concerned. It's been a day and a night since we spoke last.
Yeah.
There was another figure also that left not long ago, and not one that I recognized from your group or from the cult. I considered confronting them, but just in case they were a spy or someone affiliated with the cult, I did not want to take the risk.
That's fair.
Well, you've all met my expectations, which is one of the highest forms of flattery a dragon can offer a lesser being.
Thank you.
So, there is the matter of your reward, then.
Your eternal.
Your eternal! She...
Honestly,
Oh, go.
if she just killed us and this was the end of Hoard of the Dragon Queen, I think that would be weirdly fitting.
Wild.
The thing is, look at this. We're in a line.
Yeah, so she extends a claw, Stamp, your clipboard shudders briefly, and a bright blue arcane glyph burns itself into the paper and actually through most of the clipboard as well.
Great.
Thank
As
you.
requested.
Thank
Now
you very much. Have a nice day. He salutes.
She extends a claw again and conjures in front of you a small, pretty unassuming looking sack. I think you'll find that more than satisfactory. Did you end up using the blade?
I did. That worked real good. He sets the dagger down gently on the floor and takes a couple steps back.
Yes, I can see that. My blood has intermingled with his, and it's about to undergo its apotheosis.
What does that mean?
Take another look at the knife in a few minutes, and perhaps you'll see. Oh dear.
On death.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Langdedrosa. Did you end up taking his life?
I didn't want to.
Interesting choice. Well, that was probably the more preferred of the two outcomes for me, so I thank you.
That's why I did it.
She carefully scoops up the eggs and holds them before her. Well then, if you've nothing more to say to me, then I suggest we part ways here. I intend to involve myself no further in the cult's activities. My phone always goes off when we talk. It's very strange.
Hold on.
I
That's my
understand. You're,
hubby.
you're busy.
I like to
Yes.
think she pulls out one of those like big like brick phones from like these like
Yeah.
hello.
No, she picks
Go
up.
in.
Yeah, the kid just picking up the kids from daycare. No problems.
What? No big deal. Tobias would like to say something whenever it's convenient to do so. Okay, I wasn't sure if you actually had to take your phone call. He says in his best draconic, and I assume like this will probably sound correct, but he says, "Great and most noblest Linnathon." That's a hard name to say. Great. Sorry, he doesn't say that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just imagining.
He would just be dead. Most great and most noblest Linnathon, I do have one question. My quest is a search for knowledge, and if you would take the time to share some with me, I would like to know, how exactly do you care for dragon eggs?
Well,
Let's go back
it's
up.
very important to keep them in the proper environment.
Why are you putting
Humid,
space between us and them?
warm.
Yeah,
They're meant to be raised as part of a nest, of course, but such things aren't always possible. Why do you ask?
Just something I've always wondered. There's very little information in all the books and all of the libraries I've read.
There wouldn't be.
Oh, well, there you go.
Haha.
Yes,
I
if
think
they're
I
kept
have
in less than ideal conditions, then the progress towards hatching stalls, though it rarely stops or reverses entirely. But it's best not to keep them in that state for too long, or they may lose their viability to come to term.
And what are those conditions? Does it depend on, they're not like races of dragons. There's like different types, like blue, black, red.
There's
Like
different colors, yeah.
Different colors.
And broadly, they're categorized into chromatic and metallic.
Okay, yeah. So he'll just ask like, are there differences on how they're supposed to be kept?
I know how blue dragon eggs are kept. I neither know nor care how others.
I see. He has his quail in his pen and he jots this all down. Well, I very much greatly appreciate this opportunity to speak with you. He bows and respectfully backs off.
You show proper deference, and for that, much can be forgiven for your slightly impertinent question.
He just stands there.
I will only kill one of your allies.
Me!
Oh no!
Finally, my dream of being squished by a dragon.
Wait, I didn't say that. What the fuck?
Come on, step on me.
Someone's using ghost sounds on you.
In one more time, slow motion into the bushes. It's our good friend, the rogue.
Very well, then. Our business is concluded, and I thank you. We shall not meet again.
So long.
Okay.
Bye. Stamp just
Bye, Mama.
Stamp leaves.
She picks up into the sky and turns around a few times and begins flying off to roughly the southeast.
Tobias deflates. Whew! Oh boy. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out how to take care of you myself, little guy. He pulls out that. How big is this egg? Like, is it
Like a
like
watermelon.
Watermelon.
Okay, watermelon size. Okay. He pull. Boy, he can barely carry it then because he's a weak boy. But he holds it. I'll do my best to take care of you.
All right.
Hopefully it turns out okay.
So but there wasn't a good time to play it before, so I'm gonna play it now.
Yeah.
Because I really was not sure how many, if any, of you were going to survive that.
Hooray!
You were very generous to us many times.
Yeah, you
Thank you, our
were.
noblest Arames!
This will be the last time I GM for you. Aram flies away.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just impressed he can fly. Not even upset.
Is there anything else you guys want to do for wrap up in this session? We could stop here. We could go back to. Will, are you going back to Greenest
Can we
now?
get
Or
food at
I think that's the
Greenest?
plan.
That is a perfect way to end the
I don't
adventure.
have any.
Yeah, I'm not exactly done with this yet, but I'm sketching a Langdedrosa in tribute since he's so fucking, he deserved a better
Oh my
fight than
God,
that.
Let's see.
I feel really bad, and I think it would have been cool if Goldilocks had just died. But I was like, I might as well
Yeah,
because
like,
Goldilocks. had tried this.
Like, as a player, in no way can I criticize anything you did, but as like a student of story, I'm like, oh, this poor
my
guy.
Yeah, no, he totally deserved to kill me.
I can't wait until he comes back in like a
Yeah.
dungeon and a half or 3 and like is like inexplicably part cyborg now.
I'm
just
from
gonna
the
post this
future.
link. I googled how to care for a dragon, and look, WikiHow has something with it.
Let's look at this.
Now I know how to do it.
Oh man, and I've given him like eternal
Oh yeah,
chest
no, he's
scars.
gonna come back
Oh,
super
boy.
fucking edgy.
He is gonna kill the shit out of you.
I deserve it.
Well, we just have to not run into him
Goldilocks.
ever again.
That's
real
easy.
quick, as you guys, why don't we take like a 2-minute break? Because I need to pee, and I also need
Yeah.
to get the entries for
Yeah.
the loot that you got.
During the screw it. Let's just take a 2-minute break.
Yeah.
I'll chill out.
Oh man. Man,
was
so
awesome.
like I'm conflicted on Goldilocks surviving because story-wise it would have been really great if he died.
I think the problem is if he had died, I think the rest of the party would have also died.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been bad. But if there was some way it could have been like I think we were far past this point, but if there'd been any possibility of I'll duel you, run far away, I'll hold him off, and he just actually dueled him to the death there, I think that would have been the ideal thing, but
Yeah.
there was no way, given everything we'd
What I
done,
thought was
that
gonna
would
happen
happen.
was he was gonna kill the shit out of Goldilocks in that fight. And then he would go downstairs and be like show us the corpse and be like, now get the hell out of here, like honoring the deal to the last. Because Langdedrosa seems to be about that.
I guess that's true.
Like even if
what I
Goldilocks
thought,
cheated
too.
like shit, he got him to promise, and Langdedrosa doesn't seem like one to go back on his word. So I figured we'd wind up with a dead Goldilocks, a revenge story, and Langdedrosa letting us go. And then a pissed off blue dragon on our tail. Which would have been interesting, but he sure did fucking crit fail his poison save.
Yay. Hey, Jello or Jay, can one of you hop into the Starfinder game real quick? I think I have the
I'll
rollable
do it
table
since
set up so
I
you can
imagine
flip
you're
around.
speaking.
Oh yeah, Jay shouldn't
Oh.
do it. Just to make sure that you can. I think I have everyone set up so they can look
Ooh,
left
nice.
and right on their own. Isaiah's looks super weird because his eye just changes where it goes because he's looking forward. But I was like, fuck it, I'll do it anyway.
Yeah, it works.
Cool.
Okay, I am back. Is that what
Look at Isaiah. Eye on one side, eye on the other side. Otherwise, it almost looks exactly the same.
I already left.
We're
Sorry.
waiting on
Yeah, I saw you
we're
did.
waiting on Gilligan.
Rabble.
Okay.
I didn't give Macadamia a few because she has different
Oh
flowers.
man, like that was awesome. That was so good.
That was probably the most cool standard D&D thing
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
was
played
sick.
through.
I'm super excited for more.
And I say that meaning like that usually Aram Payne goes in neat directions and tries cool shit, whereas this was very much just dungeons and literal dragons.
This has a really good Baldur's Gate vibe that I'm digging the shit out of. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
So as we're like fucking wearily wandering back looking for some food, Flora's absolutely gonna pull Goldilocks aside and be like, Goldilocks, so Langdradros is still alive? He's going to come back, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I learned a painful lesson today.
How resigned
Well,
and
a
certain
painful
he
lesson
is.
over the last week. I stink combat-wise. I need to train desperately. And
Well, you
Langdradrosa
she has no way of knowing what was happening back there, but yeah. Well, I don't mean to assume based on your performance, because you did fantastic today. But if Langdradrosa's coming back for you, it might be best for you to be stronger than him as well.
I mean, yeah, that would probably be a good thing, because here's the thing. He's like super honorable and all that. I have a sneaking suspicion he's not going to give a shit about that the next time we
I don't think he's
meet.
going to care at all, Goldilocks. I'm sorry.
But then again, he seems the type that might want to prove a point how honorable he is and still be the good guy. in
Flora
all
has
this.
she has a pained expression that's like, you're trying, but.
I want to do a insight check. Unlike, because I hung out with Langdradrosa long enough, I have this is a flat D20, just to get like if he would have honor in the next time we fought. Oh well.
A little hard to say. Like,
he's mad.
definitely, a lot of the honor that he showed you was definitely an honor among dragons thing, which he probably will discard now because you pretty much rejected his offer in like the most insulting way possible. That being said, he probably isn't going to change how he fights that much because he seems pretty committed to his shtick.
Hey, let's take a gander at that knife. What's up with that now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as you take the knife back out, you see that actually it's smoking along its edge now, as the coating of poison intermingled with Langdradrosa's blood has had some kind of arcane reaction. Like it's like go ahead and make a Arcana check, someone. Anyone?
Well, we don't need to worry about Langdradrosa.
Oh shit.
Well, I might not need to, but I'll do it anyway. The fucking.
I can if you all fail.
Oh damn.
Hey,
Oh shit.
23.
Yeah, Timaeus, you can tell that basically there was a complex incantation used, not just a mundane poison by Lenithon, and that basically, like, if you had to put it in kind of metaphorical terms, now that this knife has tasted the blood it was designed to taste, it hungers for more. So
I tell everybody that.
this is now a dagger of venom.
Oh no.
You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made using this weapon, and you can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. This poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. The creature you hit with the poison must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute.
Beefy.
What the fuck?
And the dagger cannot be used that way again until the next dawn.
That's fucking awesome. Well, that's going in my primary hand.
Wow. I guess that's the balance of Hoard of the Dragon Queen is insane loot.
Yeah. If you
Well,
live,
hold
you
on.
get
I think
the best
you
things.
made that, didn't you, Aram? Yeah, give credit where
Well,
credit's due.
I don't know
There's
why
nothing
I
wrong-
ever even
Oh,
tried to give
There's
this
nothing
thing
wrong with this
credit.
module.
You know, I almost can't think of an instance where you've been like, I mean, I'll at least say this for the module that hasn't turned out to not be in the
At least the last time I did it, I was like, at least we found that fucking potion of heroism. Aram, you added that, didn't you? Like, at least I caught
Flora,
myself that
Flora
time.
still has that, like, oh, honey expression as she looks back down at the dagger that shouldn't exist, then back up at Goldilocks.
Would you mind copy pasting that description, because that was a lot to write down.
Yes, it's out of the Dungeon Master's Guide, so I'll have to retype it.
Oh, cool.
But or maybe it'll be in the Roll20 thing. But yes, I will provide
I
you.
don't, I don't mean to offend.
You also have the little sack that Lenithon gave you.
Goldilocks, listen,
yeah.
I really
So-
don't mean.
That, first of all, I'm just going to tell you because there's no way to look at this item and not realize what it does. That is a bag of holding.
Okay.
And inside the bag of holding, there is some stuff. It's not clear whether she intended to give you this necessarily, or this was just kind of what was left over in the bag from wherever she got it. But inside is 500 GP and a small little, it's a little walnut-sized, rose-colored prism stone.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You said there was a prism stone. Can I like that seems like something magic-y. Can I like arcana it or like see
Yeah, maybe it's
I
one of
have
those
lost
things you
investigation it or whatever?
Oh, you can't hear it.
Fucking cool
can you?
dagger.
I guess I should say that in the Roll20, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I got it. Aramnaze, no.
I can't believe that.
Well, because he flew off and never DM'd for us again.
That is
Huh.
true.
Yeah. We can't DM ourselves. What are we gonna do?
It's okay. It gives me more time to paint this Langdedrosa.
Nice.
Man, this
Seems
fucking
pretty
dagger.
good.
Let's
I
see
mean,
here.
Aram, now if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
Now you're
my
talking.
speakers are Bluetooth and disconnected from my
Oh.
computer randomly. So I'm
Oh.
going to have to put you through my monitor speakers
That's
for the
okay.
moment as we finish this.
okay.
Yes.
Did you hear everything I said?
Yeah, you said there was a cool rock, and I was like, "Can I investigate it with Arcana or
Yes, you may. Go ahead
investigate
and
or
make a
whatever?" I want to check out this cool maybe magic rock. That seems like a Timaeus thing. 20.
Yes, this is an
Oh.
ion stone.
Oh.
These are little magic stones that anyone can use. When you toss it in front of you, it just kind of orbits around your head. They're named after Ion, the god of knowledge and prophecy. And this,
Oh.
they all have different effects. They're all sort of look like different stones and do different things. This is a Ion stone of protection. You gain a +1 bonus to AC while you have this active on you.
Nice.
I mean, I gotta, because it's the god of knowledge. Unless anyone really wants it.
It might be useful on Stamp since I can't wear armor, but it's fine. You also die
You
a
can't
lot
have
faster.
armor at all?
No,
Like, I can't make
I will
armor
need to
or
find
anything.
very good armor to make up for all the shit I lose if I put armor on.
Oh, I see. Alright, I guess I'll take it. Changes my armor.
Stop stabbing things with that.
I'm just testing out my macros. Shut up.
You're gonna mess someone up.
Oh wow, I rolled really fucking bad.
Hoard of the Dragon Queen!
What are the dragon
What
warriors?
happened to Siv? Find out next time on Hoard of the Dragon Queen!
As I was saying,
And,
Goldilocks.
anyway. So you guys got your loot. And you made it back to Greenest in one piece. It's about another afternoon's journey, but you have no problems on the way back, and the town actually looks like it is starting to put itself back together after the recent attack.
Right.
Well,
So you wanted to go somewhere to get food, or is there anything else?
yeah, no, I've
Flora was
gotten
talking to
shit
Golden.
on like 6 times. I've been
I know, I'm
trying
so sorry.
hard.
I'm so sorry.
As I was saying, Goldilocks, I really want to. I want to do better. I wanna just, I don't know. Can we go back to the Harpers and beg them to retrain us? Like, I don't want to be part of the crybaby duo anymore.
I mean, yeah, but
Is that what you call us?
I mean, but like, we can't be the crybaby duo if we ain't
That's entirely
together.
true, but at the same time, I don't want to feel that powerless again, you know? You're my best friend. I couldn't stand to lose you like that.
Right back at you, baby. Yeah. Man, are you thinking like we dip and get professionals to do this? Cause fuck this.
You know, I might need a vacation
Let's
too.
discuss.
I mean, my quest is more or less done, but there's also an adventure to be had, and I don't know how much is actually left in this module, so, like, I don't... Or is this the actual one?
Drosa, I hate to break it to you, is coming for you, Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Let's discuss it over, like, what do you guys want to get? What type of food is there around here? Anything.
Anything.
Anything but health potions.
I just want to read this book that I need to give back to the monks. I mean, I'll have access to the library afterward, but I still want to see, like, how good their stuff is. So anywhere and anything, I just want to read and eat and sleep.
Okay, anything it is. I'm sure they'll pay for it, right? Like, I guess...
We have money, we can pay for it.
It
The town
feels
was
so
just
weird to be
destroyed.
doing this out of pocket. There should be...
Look, if they
Wait a
offer
minute.
to pay for it, then sure. But if they don't, then I will pay for my own.
I have a background ability that lets me like, hold on, let me read this
Tobias,
quick.
there has to be some
Okay.
benefit to heroism.
Tobias shrugs.
Hold on, there might be a benefit to me being fucking just a nice person.
Ooh, that's much better.
Don't be absurd.
Come on, where the hell are the backgrounds of this damn book?
Yeah, I got this ability. If I poison someone and leave them for dead, then I get a free meal at the next B&B I visit. I didn't think it would come up, but...
Feature by popular demand. You can always find a place to perform, usually in an inn or tavern, but possibly with a circus or as a theater. At such a place, you receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard. We have free inn and food anytime I'm around.
Just real quick, is the music playing for you guys?
Nope.
Yes.
It stopped
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to reload.
I just did.
It's gone.
It seems
Still
like
not there. All right, whatever.
Seems like
as
it's a
long as
quiet
it's
part
on
of the song,
recording.
maybe? Yeah, there it goes. Okay, no,
No,
we're
it's-
good.
it
It's on the
hasn't been
radio.
playing at all for a while.
It's there for me.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So we are just guaranteed free food in an inn as long as I play my instrument there.
Very nice. Do you guys just want
And
to
I have
sit
a
down and
quiver.
talk about some things? Where are you from? What you want to do? Now that we didn't die?
Yeah, we can do that.
I mean, yeah, we haven't really had time to just sit down
I need
and
to
you know,
ask, what is up with
talk.
Gilligan's hair?
Huh?
It's neato.
I've been meaning to ask, gestures
Who
at
is
Gilligan.
this?
Who is this?
Don't you know I'm your mother?
Shocking.
Anyway, so as I was saying, we need to institute right away this policy of play at an inn, get free food. Like, we need to bring traffic back to our town.
Yes. I couldn't help but metagame.
Oh, my goodness, you're all back! Leeson made it back here safely, a good 2 days ago now. I was surprised you weren't accompanying me.
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, a good tooting, all of you."
A tooting good rescue, as we say.
Here in Greenest.
It's true, they do say that.
But yeah, we're back. It went great. Nothing went wrong.
A lot of stuff went wrong. He's lying.
Man, Gilmore, what? Gilmore.
What the fuck did you just call me?
It's been a long day.
Gilligan, do you have any idea the bullshit I had to deal with?
but no one called you Gilmore.
Well, of course, all of you, feel free to have the run of the town. You're quite popular around here.
All right, this place belongs to me now.
You're our slaves.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Slaves!
When last I saw Leosin, he was compiling his notes on the cult to share with his brothers in the Order who arrived here recently from Verdusk. I believe he's still working on it now, but he should be ready to see you in mere minutes.
Okay.
Yes, so go ahead and get back out there.
Oh, fuck
That
off.
sounds like more business. What do you say we put it off and go get a drink?
Yeah, we get all night, like Jiminy Christmas.
Guys,
Yeah, he's been chilling out for like 2 days. Like, oh, where are they? They should be here by now. We're getting our asses kicked in a dank-ass cave.
Absolutely take some well-deserved rest before you investigate this matter any further.
it's a very nice way of putting it. Come on, let's go paint the town red. Ooh.
Hey, Stamp, are you afraid of people? What's wrong?
Oh, I'm drawing Langdedrosa.
On the side of this building, he's graffitiing a dragon.
I would never graffiti public property.
We just fixed that!
You're right.
Smashes the wall. Let me start over. No. He's just doodling on his clipboard next to. He's like his fucking clipboard is still glowing from the dragon claw signature, so he's just like, this is a really gruesome image that I don't care to compare it to, but it's the first thing I think of. If you like squish a firefly, you can draw with its firefly shit for a while. I'm imagining you can do the same thing with this dragon glow. So that's what he's just doing over and over again.
Okay, come on everybody, let's go have some fun.
I could use some fun.
Fun.
Oh man, Stamp, there's a lot of fun things you can do.
Like what, Goldilocks?
Don't put me on the spot.
Like reading a good book.
It's all been fun to fight dragons, but listen up, kids. Your pal Timaeus has a public service announcement.
Okay.
This is the Sonic
Everything's
Sans
fun with
at
a
the end of our
library
episode.
card.
Okay. And somebody point at the first building that still looks intact and has barrels of alcohol at it.
Points at a chicken
Flora,
coop.
starts to trail off at the mentions of barrels of alcohol, looks at Gilligan. Do you remember that house that we locked our friend up in? Let's go check
Ooh, I'm
that
gonna
out!
go check
Everybody
that out!
come
See you later!
I mean, all right.
Just out of universe, can I ask, are you signaling that you want to end the session with some RP, or is this a, hey, we're
I
gonna
think riding
ride
off into the
sunset
sunset might be more
ending?
fun. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I'm fine to do that. I'm still sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one other thing that I need to close the session with then.
Sure.
So as you guys make your way through town to the wine house,
Gonna get smashed! Gonna get smashed!
you bump into a sort of bookish looking man in very plain gray robes, who you recognize some of his clothing as being rather similar to Leosin's. Oh, excuse me. Yes, from your descriptions. Yes, you must indeed be the people that rescued my associate. Thank you so much for that. I don't know what we would have done without him in the fight against, well, the cult, the Zentarim, all those sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all like looking around him at the bar.
It is right over there. You're
Oh, that'd be nice.
If it's food and drink you're after, actually,
At the other end of the next dungeon.
you should come and spend a moment with us. I was speaking with Leosin about 20 minutes ago, and we had asked a few things to be brought so that we can start having a little more celebration back in our lives.
Group huddle back here. Okay, I am going to admit I am not a party animal. I do not participate
Uh-huh.
in wild and or raucous feasts. But Goldilocks, I have heard that you are, quote, popular. I was...
I'm
you
mean,
are
like, I'm
extremely
likable.
likable. And many...
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, I never do anything bad to anyone.
and many people like you. What should we do with our free night off? Should we spend it with these people or with ourselves?
Let's.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to spend the whole night with us. I think that Leosin would like to just say a few words to you now that you're back. I'm sure he'll be quite eager to just know that you're alive.
Goldilocks leans over to Flora. Here's the thing: if we go over there and just chitty chat with them a bit, yeah, sure, we're probably gonna get plot hook, but they might also give us like a couple of coupons to get some free stuff.
You're entirely
Like more.
correct. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
The two are kind of desperate.
Well, it's wonderful to hear that. Yes, we've got some of the finest things, well, left in the town, provided at the governor's expense and on his insistence. I think he'll be treating you right tonight as well, wherever you choose to stay and whatever you choose to do in your night off.
If you're lucky, you may even receive one of the 3 remaining sausages.
I thought you were going to say, if you're lucky, you might get one of the 3 remaining prostitutes.
Wow, that would be
So
weird.
he leads you over to the house, presumably where Leosin has been staying since he got back and recuperating. As
In a
you're
tree.
walking down the street towards it, another man in sort of similar robes comes down the street from the other direction, and the guy that you're traveling with stops. What, Jonason? What are you doing out here? What do you mean? What am I doing out here? What are you doing out here? Well, you went to talk to Leosin, so I took a walk around town. No, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You went to talk to Leosin, so I wandered off down the street to get some water.
Fight!
Goldilocks and Flora just exchange
All
looks
right,
and they both sprint into the house.
The door is locked.
Not for
Thief
Thunderwave. No, Thunderwave.
Thief wave.
Okay. Go ahead and do one or the other or both.
Thunderwave, 11 damage, just blow
I
the
am getting
door
him
off
through
its
this window.
hinges.
Thieves' tools.
All right. So Flora, you fling the window open and roll in. Goldilocks, you blow the door down and like burst into the room like freeze, sucker. You both enter, and there's not a sound in the front room. There's a slightly cracked open door leading to a bedroom.
Perception check.
A stealth
Okay.
check.
All right, you're not very stealthy, but Goldilocks, you percept at the doorway and listen carefully. You don't hear any sound at all on the other side.
Do I see a trap at all either, or is it just...
No, doesn't look like the door has been rigged up in any way. Just looks like it was left ever so slightly ajar.
All right, I guess I'll throw the door open and see what's in there, but I'm pretty sure I know.
Okay, there are 2 things in the room. The back window of the house, which sits half open, and Leosin, whose throat has been slashed open, who is lying dead on the bed.
Oh, man. Why don't we do anything?
Me too.
Stamp.
Gilligan jumps in the river and starts floating upstream.
Oh, guys, no. Oh, jeez. Not another adventure.
No, we're dying.
No, we're
Starts
just
patting
dying.
Goldilocks on the back. It's...
I imagine there's like a door open with just this dead guy, and Damp looks to the others and goes, "So lunch," and then it cuts to credits.